Previously on Twin Portals. The silver waves of justice went from convicts to saviors as they leapt into action to protect the city of Neverwinter. While our heroes were arrested by Lord Daggalt Neverember, their judgment was postponed by a massive eruption of chaotic magic from the now unsealed Chasm of Neverwinter. As explosions and screams flooded their ears, Lord Neverember offered SWOJ a chance to prove their heroism in service of the city. Scoot, Zay, Ilka, and Lark took to the burning streets, fighting demons, saving civilians, and ultimately soothing a towering amalgam of pent-up magic with the help of allies, Ilka's musical ingenuity, and the silvered tongue of Wave Silver. Now, despite the moment of calm brought by their heroics, the fate of the smoldering city is all but clear. Will SWOJ create another interplanar caravan? Do they have a t-shirt big enough for an elder god? What hand will the heroes of the Sword Coast play in the future of Neverwinter? Questions will be asked, answers will be answered, answers not guaranteed tonight on Twin Portals.
Thank you all so much for coming tonight. This is so exciting. Let's tell some stories. You guys ready?
We're ready.
Okay.
I'll do it.
You all have had a night of sleep. We're fast forwarding a little bit from where the last episode left off. The city of Neverwinter is in a state of chaos right now. You managed to keep the big magical kaiju from bubbling up and destroying everything, but there's still all kinds of magical outbursts, chaotic pourings of energy, and explosions happening around the city. Over the last day, you guys have had some time along with the guards of Neverwinter to sort of help keep the people safe. You know, you've done the bulk of the work, and now you're setting up tents, setting up relief, getting people where they need to be, and you've had a night of rest. Thank goodness, it's been a while. You are all in a tent together, a nice tent. You have definitely some respect from all the city guard and anyone who sees you. Like, word has already been getting around the streets that the silver waves of justice are here to help. For the most part. There was also a manhunt like a day ago for the four of you. And so depending on who's gotten the word out, you know, reviews are mixed.
That's normal.
But you're all woken up by your tent door opening and the morning sunlight streaming in as a hooded figure regards the four of you and clears his throat.
Hooded figure.
Yes.
Got it.
This is our tent, sir or ma'am.
He says, "You're not awake yet?"
Well, we are now. Thanks.
Silver waves of justice.
That's us.
Good morning.
You recognize the voice of Daggalt Neverember, the Lord Protector of Neverwinter.
Why'd he come in like that?
Acting incognito as he walks in, he says, "I need your help."
Right.
Okay.
Oh, how things turn.
As he steps inside and closes the tent doors, he says, "I have a mission of utmost secrecy, and I think you're the ones for the job."
No, not the secrecy part. We're bad at that.
He says, "I need people skilled at getting in places they don't belong."
We're pretty good at that,
Yeah,
actually.
that's
yeah.
us.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You know, we kind of glossed over the last time we talked when you stole my entire hoard of gold and gave it to the people of Waterdeep.
That wasn't
Your
yours.
hoard of
Well,
gold?
exactly, right? I intended to give it back to the people anyway, so really I wanted to say thank you
Yeah, you're welcome.
for doing my
You're
work for me.
Still waiting for payment on that.
Yeah, what beautiful intentions, sir.
Well, you see, I hid all my memories of where the gold was hidden in that stone that you had, the Stone of Galore. And that's why I couldn't find it, because the stone was stolen from me, and that's where you guys stepped in and found it. So
This is
I'm
very
guiltless.
mysterious. This is
Anyway,
very suspicious.
that's season 1 stuff for all you listeners. Moving ahead,
Which is everybody.
I will pay you magnificently to go to Castle Never and find me the Crown of Neverwinter,
What's the crown of Neverwinter?
an ancient and powerful relic.
We normally don't ask that.
We just go.
We just use it. Yep, got it.
What does it do?
What does it do? Well, for one, it provides anyone who has it a very strong claim to leadership in the city of Neverwinter. For another, the legends say that it has the power to control heat and cold and protect anyone from the elements. It also says, the legends also say that anybody who puts it on their head who's not a rightful heir to the throne will have their head melted and frozen off at the same time. So
That sounds bad.
my thought is that the crown could be used to help seal the chasm once again. We need some kind of powerful relic wielded by a powerful wizard to seal the chasm and protect the city once again. And I think the crown might do the job.
Do you have a powerful wizard that's also an heir to Never? Winter?
Not yet, but I'm thinking that I could possibly wear it. We'll see.
Well, we don't want to see your head melted off.
And
Well,
frozen
me
at the
neither.
same time.
I'll make sure to take precautions, he says.
To
with a
make sure
smile.
you're the rightful heir before it touches your noggin.
Well, yes, of course. What are you implying, Ilka?
I'm game to watch however this turns out.
I kind of want to lock up our end first. It seems like we do a lot of this without figuring out.
Yeah, do we get paid? If you melt your
what's our-
skull off.
You'll be paid before I put it on.
Beautiful.
Okay. How much? There's another question
Yeah.
we should ask.
Are you asking?
Yeah,
All we
hardly
heard
ever
was
ask that.
magnificently.
Yeah.
He said, would 5,000 gold pieces each be enough?
Each.
Or property in the city?
Oh,
Yes.
We could live here too.
Yeah.
Franchise.
This one could actually be secret. We just won't tell Lark where it is.
That's not nice.
He says
Babe.
a lot
But
of
it's
real
wise.
estate has recently opened up in the city, so you'll have some choice.
That's
Okay.
sad.
Can we have both?
That's really
It is
sad.
It is, he says.
Can we have gold and the land?
Well, let's just one thing at a time,
All right,
right?
fair enough.
That's good.
Yeah. Let's go get a crown.
Thank you.
Thank
Great.
you.
I
Should we
want
draw
no
up a-
trace of my own involvement, so you have to do this
Oh, so no contract.
on the DL.
I
Is
have
that
s-
in case we aren't able to get it?
No, I want it to seem as if I always had the crown, and I'm just now
Oh.
revealing it.
Okay.
You see.
I have so many questions, but I'll save them for another time. Tell us more. How can we go about finding
Yes,
the
so
crown?
The crown has been stored in Castle Never for centuries, we believe. It's never been found. The castle's been cursed for some time. And in fact, there were powerful wards protecting the castle and keeping treasure seekers from getting too far into it. And that's why up until now, we couldn't find the crown. However, with the chasm opening up and releasing all this magical energy, it's broken many of the wards inside the castle, my scouts have said.
Ah.
So now is the perfect time to get in there and find it.
Question, Mr. Daigle.
Yes.
You want us to go into the cursed castle to find the thing that's been lost and not seen in many, many years?
Yes.
Okay.
Got
We
it.
can do it.
I would
just-
start at the throne room near the top of the castle.
At the top. Okay.
Yep.
and
do
we
you,
just
do you enter the bottom? You walk all the way to the top, and then.
I trust you can figure out how to get there yourself.
Okay. All right.
People of your methods.
That's faith.
I'm not sure how to take
Methods.
that, but thanks.
And it's somewhat urgent because the other thing you should know
All
is
right.
that the masks, the mercenary force who've been protecting the city, he explains as if you didn't know. He says, the masks have been pulling out of the city, and the guard presence is especially low right now, and I'm worried that they're preparing to maybe stake a claim to the city themselves. They outnumber our own guard right now, so
I thought the masks were working for you.
we were paying them
I see. Okay.
as an external third-party contractor, so to speak.
And now you're not?
Well, now we're not, no.
Because they left or because you don't want to?
or you're out of money.
Both. Honestly, I didn't like the arrangement to begin with.
Okay.
This is maybe a little off the wall, but are you an evil clone of, or are you a clone of the evil wizard Manchun?
Roll insight, Lark.
Okay. 5.
Yeah, he says no.
I don't think he is.
The other.
Great. Do any of the rest of us get any?
Do you want to roll?
Yeah,
insight?
sure.
Okay, sure.
No, I'm pretty sure he's not. He's telling the truth.
I don't know what that's. Is that my 20 or my 1? That's my 20. Nat 20 on my insight.
Oh, dang.
Yeah.
You get the
And
sense,
27.
based on his commanding and relaxed attitude, that it would be very hard to imitate this level of like relaxedness with all the power that he has, unless someone's been maybe like, studying Daggled for a long time. It seems like Daggled based on your short time with him.
I narrow my eyes, but I accept.
Mm-hmm. He says, "Well, if you're ready,
We're ready.
my guard captain Tressa will take you to the castle."
Okay, let's do it.
Do you have a map
Of the castle or to the castle?
of the castle?
I do not.
Do we have to go in on the bottom if the throne's on the top?
You can do whatever you want to, my friend.
We'll go in the top.
We'll go in the top.
Great.
Makes sense to me.
Hot
Rope has worked great for us.
Yeah.
Rope has worked
Yep.
great in the past.
flying, I
Yeah.
think, is right in our wheelhouse as well.
Lark's already walking out the door.
Great. Like in his PJs or
Yep,
like
totally ready. Just striding.
Yeah, we
Let's
just
go.
crawled our way to consciousness.
Great. Okay, so you're near the chasm. It's this big, wide open plaza around the hole. There are guards and tents all around. Some people are getting breakfast or getting supplies ready for the people that are scattered all around. Tressa, the guard captain from within the chasm, is out there scowling at the four of you as you leave.
Hey, Tressa.
Tressa, what's up?
She's got a bandage on her head from when she was clocked recently.
Wait,
And
was that us? I can't remember.
it actually was.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
I think it
Yeah.
was
Was
Scoot.
Was that
the
me?
way
I did some
it
bonking.
Yeah.
Right. She was the one who testified against
Does
us.
she still smell like
Yeah,
the booze? She-
Right.
No, she
Right.
doesn't, in fact. She cleaned that up.
I trust a story about your head.
She says, I'm sorry about it too. How are you all doing?
I feel
I mean,
great.
Kind of hungry, but
I mean, I'm sorry about your city too. I guess that's probably worse than your head bonk. But anyway, we're going to the castle.
She says, I've got some rations if you want some.
Yeah,
Oh, I'd take rations.
we could
She likes us,
grab them
right?
on. Yeah.
There'd be nothing weird about these rations.
Yeah.
Okay, she gives them to you. They smell strongly of alcohol.
Thanks, Scoot.
You're welcome.
Yeah, she says, they were like that when I found them in my chest. I don't know why. And she glares at the four of you.
I look away. I don't make eye contact.
Anyway, the castle's this way.
Yeah, let's go.
And
We go this
the
way.
castle, for the record, is visible in Neverwinter from anywhere in the city. It's this huge, like I think of Hager's castle from the last Unicorn movie. If any of you guys have seen that Rankin and Bass movie, it's this
Wow.
huge castle with dozens of spires, like hanging over the ocean almost. It's not like straight up. It like literally hangs over a giant cliff above the sea. In fact, like the western end of the castle has actually sloughed into the ocean over the years, and so there are even some openings along that western side that are just like exposed to the elements. But it's so big that still much of the castle is indoors and in good repair, and it's got a wide courtyard around it. So she leads you across the Dolphin Bridge. Do you guys have any questions for her? She says, "I don't know what you guys are doing there. I know it's really dangerous. Good luck to y'all."
Trezor, what's the best way to get to the top of the castle?
The best way to get to the top of the castle? Well, I suppose you could climb or you could go up the stairs on the inside. All I know is that the place burned down 30-some years ago, and as far as I know, all the ashes of the old royal family are still in there.
Oh my goodness. It's haunted too, I heard.
Oh, yeah, by the old royal family
Oh, makes sense.
and their court. When the
Oh.
mountain erupted, the fires just coursed right through the castle. It was like a focal point of magical energy, and everything in there died, from what I heard.
Yikes.
Yeah, pretty bad. Yeah.
Sounds exciting.
Any-
I'm ready to go.
Not
I know at one
so
point-
hungry anymore.
Oh,
I
I know at one point a beholder moved in after the
Oh.
fires.
Oh,
Okay. This is not good.
Wait a minute.
I
This-
pat Lark's shoulder.
I feel like
I don't
this
think
is
it's an issue
information.
anymore, but this is a story I heard.
Yeah.
This is information I could have used earlier.
Well, I'm happy to be of help, she says.
Is there a penalty for abandoning this contract?
Yeah, can we just walk away from this one?
Yeah.
And there's a penalty, yes.
It's like
I
20
don't remember
gold.
signing anything.
It's implied.
It's a really boring episode.
I hate the code of law.
Go back to the tent.
SWOJ went back to the tent.
Back to
So-
bed.
Continued their
Yeah. So there may be a beholder in our path.
It was like 20 years ago. I'm sure it's gone now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That
of
means
course.
it's there. It's
old
going to be in
and
the
decrepit.
Yeah.
first room, supercharged.
Definitely didn't have
The place
any
is super
babies.
haunted. I mean,
Okay, so traps that may be gone with the wards going because of the magic.
yes.
Royal family plus their court and a beholder.
Yeah.
Okay.
Who might be a ghost as well.
Yeah, it might be
Yeah.
a zombie beholder.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Ghost beholder. What the-
Zom beholder.
You guys were giving him ideas. Let's just
No, he's got these ideas.
I
We're
know
just
he does.
figuring his ideas out.
This is why people don't go in there. You all seem crazy.
Thank
All right.
you. Yeah, that's a little true.
Who was the last group that went in there, or person? Do you have any
I
stories?
don't really keep track of it.
Okay. I just thought it might be
I think the
folklore.
Doom Raiders tried to. They heard there was a lich in there, and they pieced right the heck out.
Okay. So
Oh.
and now a
After a night.
lich.
Great.
all right.
lich,
Well,
yeah.
we see the castle now. Thanks. Thank you.
Yeah, we
Bye.
saw it as soon as we stepped out of the tent,
She
actually.
clasps her hands together and says, "Really though, try to stay safe. I know what you guys did yesterday for the city. Forgiven for what happened down the chasm.
Oh.
I owe you a drink for that, if nothing else.
No,
So-
I owe you drinks.
Well, have the rations. They're pretty well soaked.
Hey, do you want to come?
Yeah, we could use
That's
an
not
extra
my job.
Okay.
It's
In
not-
fact, I was specifically told not to.
Oh, all right.
Oh, that's alarming.
Would you like to be hired? You could change
Says,
jobs.
I have a great job. I'm
Okay.
a captain of the city guard, in case you didn't know.
I know. It seems lovely.
It takes a long time to get to that rank. Lord Neverwinter trusts me.
I'm not saying it would be an upward step, maybe lateral. Like, it's a lateral move career-wise, but think of the fun you would have.
Ilka is munching on a booze-soaked granola bar watching this exchange.
It's really hitting you because you haven't really
Amazing.
eaten in a while. She's already kind of walking away.
All right,
Sorry,
bye.
Scoot.
Bye, Trezor.
Bye, Trev.
Says thank you. Good luck.
Thanks.
See ya when we get out.
So you're standing at this gate outside of the castle. It's ringed by like a sort of low wall, like 20-foot stone wall to a courtyard. And then across the courtyard you can see through this open archway is a massive promenade staircase that goes up several dozen steps up to the grand front entrance of the castle. And then this courtyard kind of rings around the castle in this wide circle. And there are many parapets and spires and smaller walls and crenellations all around the castle. It goes up a few hundred feet at least.
Do we think that the rebellion might still be in the basement?
They were a few days ago.
There's
When did
no
we-
indication that they wouldn't be, yeah.
How much time has passed? Do we know?
It's been like 2 days
2 days.
in the city.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It wouldn't have cleared out.
Should we see if they have
Insight?
insight?
Knowledge?
You hear a whisper in all 4 of your ears as you stand at the entrance to the courtyard. It's Renaer Neverember's voice, Prince Renaer Neverember, the
That's
son
what
of
I
Dagult Neverember.
Yeah.
He says, hey, guys, why are you heading into the castle?
Where are you? How are you whispering in my ear?
I'm being sneaky.
Dang.
Discretion is
sneaky.
necessary.
I was just going to come look for you.
Well, here I am.
Where?
Doesn't matter.
Okay.
Should we be more sneaky than we currently are?
It's up to you. You might want to step through the doorway first, at least, so the passers-by don't notice you whispering into thin air.
They'll just think we're talking to each other.
That might check out, though.
Yeah.
I step through the doorway.
Zay follows.
Is Renaer in there?
No. It's like a whispering in your ears, like very ASMR.
Nice.
Ilka's brain gets all fuzzy and relaxed.
Yeah, it's relaxing.
Renaer, are you still here?
Could be the rations you had to.
Did our secret mission get blown before we got to the door?
He says, I got a lot of contacts on the street that said you were heading into the castle, and here you are.
Yeah,
so why are you going in?
We're on a secret mission for your dad.
What is the mission?
We're supposed to get the crown.
No,
Let's say you
Mark,
had
keep
an
going.
ancient relic that could save the city. What would you do with it?
Listen, I had a
Renaer?
feeling that you were going to go find the crown.
Yeah.
You know, I heard the wards were down. Some of the carpenters working on the restoration were saying that the magic had changed. And so I was going to ask you guys anyway if you wanted to go in and find it for me.
Wait, for you? Why do you need it?
He's going to save the city.
Well,
He's the rightful heir.
Here's the thing. I could rally the older houses in Neverwinter to my cause and finally convince my dad to step down.
How do I know it's actually you? I just hear your voice.
Ah, geez. Ask me something only I would know.
Do you like sandwiches?
Yeah, this is a good one.
Says, yes, with good honey.
Okay, Renaer does like sandwiches.
With honey.
Only the good kind. From dire bees.
Tire peas. Great.
Hey, okay, I have a question. Where did we give you the account of your dad's accounting misdealings? Where did we get that from?
In my apartment in Waterdeep.
Oh, like where did we get it from is what I'm asking.
I think you got it from like a bronze dragon's lair. Guys,
I mean,
come
this
on.
is checking out. It feels like Renaer.
Okay, what can you tell us about making our way to the... Do you have any insight into making our way through the castle?
He says, well, let's see. I know that the old rulers were the Alagondar family. They ruled as kings and queens for at least a couple hundred of years. But they weren't the original founders of the city. I know the original makers of the crown and the builders of Castle Never were Lord Halloweth Never and his family hundreds of years ago, like thousands of years ago. And so you'd probably find the crown in something that they built. Maybe the old throne room, maybe in the crypts. What do I know? There's not much to say about them. They were huge adherents of justice. I know that Lord Never, Halloweth Never, was a disciple of Tyr, I believe, the god of justice and heroism. I know they were also huge adherents of the other god of justice, Kelimvor, who's more of the neutral sort of, passing judgment without any agenda, that kind of judgment. So that was thousands of years ago.
Sounds like our kind of people.
Does it?
Justice?
Oh yeah, I see what you're saying.
So that was 2 people we could give the crown to.
Yeah. Why should we give it to you instead of your dad? He promised us a 5,000 gold apiece.
And land.
Did he
And
seriously?
land. Yeah.
If his head doesn't melt off.
And
Are
then,
you asking me to like outbid him?
And then
Well,
he
no,
also
just
told
something
us
like
that
that.
he ran out of money to play the masks. So
You're our friend, so we
So-
would maybe pick you.
I'm
There's no
also-
way he ran out of money to pay the masks. I'll say that
okay.
up front. Yeah.
Oh.
All right.
So why would he stop paying the masks?
Well, maybe their agreement broke down.
Because the masks are going to come back and try to take it all. They're trying to take out the guards.
Are you concerned at all about your head freezing off and melting off at the same time?
A little bit,
Yeah.
but I'm willing to take that chance.
Okay.
All righty. Well, I'm willing to watch. So,
A ruler's got a rule, right? That's what my dad always said. A little creepy, but there's some truth to it, right?
Sure.
ruler's got a
Got
rule.
dark.
okay, so
Yeah.
Friends, we either go to the very top of the castle or to the very bottom of the castle. Where do we start?
I think the bottom.
The crypts?
Yeah.
Says I could have a carpenter lead you into the castle from the bottom for sure.
Oh, even better.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's right.
do it.
They're down
Let's
there.
do
We
it.
got allies in the basement.
Okay.
Start
Okay.
with the crypts.
Sure.
So what do? Do you just like hang around? He's like, I'll send somebody up. And from the street, sort of a halfling steps up, dusts off her hands, and says, "Follow me," and heads towards the main gate up the stairs.
That was quick.
And it takes about 15 minutes. I mean,
Oh.
it's not like immediate.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Let's get
I follow
going.
them.
Okay, and she walks into this like newly restored kind of foyer entry area, and she says, yeah, so the crypts are down below and the throne room's up above. It's about 10 flights of stairs or so. I don't know why they put the throne room so high up. It must have been terrible for guests. But the renovations end after about floor 2, and we haven't really gone down into the crypts themselves because they're super, super haunted. But some of the lower dungeons and caverns, we've set up shop in there, and been doing some renovations from there. But it's been slow progress. So anything I can help you guys with?
If you were a beholder, do you think you'd be hanging out in a throne room or a crypt?
Gee, I don't know. If I was a beholder, I'd probably not be hanging out in a human castle. I'd probably like fly around in space or something. I mean, wouldn't that be cool? Can you imagine if you had like 10 eye stalks or 12 eye stalks that could like disintegrate people and like melt people and turn them into stone? And
I don't want to talk to you anymore.
This person should be in our party.
well, geez, I was just imagining, sir.
That's
Sorry.
fine.
Okay, well, shit, it's kind of awkward.
I'm like mouthing, "It's not you," and
well, gee.
so that throne room.
Yeah, it's up near the top.
Okay.
We could cross that off the list.
I think I may have flipped, especially once the lich came into play as well.
Yeah.
Well, they just thought there might be a lich.
Yeah.
She says it's one of the oldest parts of the castle. They kind of built out from that original spire, so it might be a good place to look.
The original spire. That's what we have to look at.
Okay.
Yeah.
The earliest parts of the castle.
Great idea, Scoot.
You have been super helpful. I start up.
Thanks a lot. Okay.
Wait,
well,
I come back and I offer her something out of my rations bag.
Oh, well, like what?
What all is in there? It's just rations.
Jerky.
Yes, apple pie soaked beef jerky.
Says this smells delicious. They can't have any alcohol in it, right?
Not a drop. You enjoy yourself.
Wow. She says thanks a lot. You guys are the best. You're the Silver Waves of Justice?
That's
know
right.
I've heard that you guys helped out some of my friends yesterday, so thank you so much,
Spread the word.
I will.
We've rebranded. We're now the Heroes of the Sword Coast.
Yeah, this whole Waterdeep Neverwinter thing,
Yeah,
it's just
doesn't make any sense.
Doesn't make any sense at all. I agree. We got to move on. That's great. Well, be safe.
Thanks. You too.
Okay. She sways as she walks down the stairs.
Just a pep in her step.
She's a halfling. They're actually pretty stout. So, yeah, that's mysterious.
I'm following Yilka.
I'm going up the stairs.
Okay. And you open the doors up ahead, and you're greeted by a similarly recently restored hallway with some statues and some tapestries and a little sign pointing to a bathroom and a little sign pointing, "Do not enter, restoration in progress," with stairs going further upward.
That's
Kind of
where I'm going.
museum-ish. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yep.
I'm after the do not enter
Yep.
sign.
Okay. So you're going up towards the throne room essentially?
What is this, spiraling or straight stairs?
These are straight stairs right now.
Great.
Yeah.
Mhm.
They're kind of switchbacking. So you go up and you go up and you go up. A few flights of stairs. You're eventually the stairs end, and you're greeted by a large ornate door it's weirdly pale looking, like the stone is very dusty. And it's colder up here. It's strange. It's a little off-putting. What's your approach?
You guys, I'm feeling off-put.
It's chilly up here.
It's never too late to turn back.
Scoot, can I borrow your Displacer Beast
No.
cloak?
Would you like an extra do-rag?
I mean, that's not going to warm me up any. I'm feeling chilly.
It may warm you up a little. You'll be fine. I need it.
Okay.
Do we notice anything weird about the door? For once in
Just
my
that
life, I
extreme-
check
it's
for
covered
traps.
in like white dust. Yeah.
Has there been work done up here?
No, this is like the amount of cleanness has gradually deteriorated as you go up the stairs.
So
And
no
there's
one-
clearly no work that's been done at this door.
Okay.
This is like the end of it.
Zay slowly approaches the door to inspect it.
Okay. Roll investigation. Cool.
17.
17. You can tell just by like the dust smudges on your hand. You can tell that it's not actually dust, it's ash.
I think we're getting close to the throne room. I think this might be ash.
Oh, that
Yeah.
makes sense.
Who's Ash?
The ash of the
He's-
from
Yeah.
Mount Hotnaux.
Gotta catch them all.
Volcanic ash, right?
Different.
Great.
Yeah.
Not former royal court people.
Well, hopefully not, but possibly.
Hopefully not.
All right, open it up.
It is unlocked.
Let's go.
Zay pushes open the door.
And you're greeted by this huge grand ballroom. It could fit hundreds of people. But it's largely empty. Like that creak of the door opening echoes and echoes and echoes. On the far side of the room are more stairs going further up. The windows are all collapsed. There's
Collapsed windows?
there's crushed windows on one side.
Okay, gotcha.
And then like tapestries that have all been burnt. There's little tiny bits that kind of like float as wind gushes into the room for the first time in centuries, possibly. There's only one sign of movement, which is a tiny little raven perched near the window in like a small crack that sees the four of you entering and goes.
Oh, a little baby raven.
It's actually like a full-sized raven.
Oh, I thought it was
It's
tiny.
just a
little
little
I mean,
one.
it's tiny, like in comparison to the room, but it's still a raven. So.
I see.
Ravens
Yeah.
are enormous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, so when you
That's
said a
what-
tiny
was like,
raven, I was like, I
"Oh,
guess it's a baby.
tiny."
If we wait 10 minutes, I can
It's
talk with it.
mysterious.
I thought it was tiny, but it just looks that way relative to this huge room.
Perspective. Whoa.
I thought it was. I thought it was way closer than it is, but it's not.
What do you all do?
Zay says, "Echo." Oh.
And
That's
it
sad.
caws back. It goes like.
Whoa.
I
cool.
cast Speak with Animals.
Whoosh. And the craw changes into like hark, a stranger approaches.
Oh, I'm so
Doesn't
glad,
foresee what doom encroaches.
so I'm glad I can't hear this.
Quoth the raven. Zay says, "I don't need to be a stranger for long. I'm Zay. Who are you?"
I am just a humble raven, but do not mistake that I am craven.
Oh,
Oh boy.
tell me more. Being
I
craven.
said I'm not craven.
No, you're not craven.
Do you think that I'm blaven, which is to bluff in French?
Can any of the rest of us hear this exchange?
No.
You just hear Zay gronking like a raven, I assume.
Gronking.
But does it have the same pattern as though she's speaking in rhyme and the raven's speaking in rhyme? Like, does it sound rhythmic?
The gronk rhymes with gronk.
Amazing.
But yes, kind of. Yeah, it's very intelligent.
Neat.
Yeah.
What do you know of what lies ahead?
It says, this place is full of the dead.
Well, we knew that part already.
Say, what's it saying?
It says there's lots of dead.
Oh, well,
We
yeah.
knew that part already.
Ask it if it wants anything.
Humble raven, do you? Is there anything you require?
I am a collector of tales. I would appreciate it if you tell me what ails. And it indicates upwards.
So when we... Oh, I didn't hear that.
They want me to tell it about what's who knows how it really happened. You're wondering about the magic that's been happening around the town?
Yes, things have changed. I don't have a rhyme for changed.
It's very strange.
It's quite, I feel quite estranged.
There's we may have released some the magic seal.
Can't think of one for that either.
Do you know what's has that changed anything at the castle for you? For real?
I don't really live here. I just think that it has a cool veneer.
That it does. Do you have any advice for moving forward?
What do you seek?
We seek a crown.
The crown.
The crown.
It clears its raveny
Is
throat.
it up or is it down?
Nice.
Very nice. It says, that will suffice. And then it recounts to you the history of the Alagondars. What it
perfect
knows.
rhyme. I'm
In
so
perfect
impressed.
rhyme. It explains to you that the Alagondars were not the original founders of Waterdeep. And they did not wear the crown. It was the Nevers, Halloweth Never and his human wife, who settled here. They were just rulers. He followed Tyr and she followed Kelimvor. He was more optimistic. She was more pragmatic. And she was beloved by the people. And they built their throne at the top of the tower. So if you're looking for the crown, that's where you'd start.
He says it's up.
Okay.
Let's keep going.
I mean, it took him
sounds
a
like
long
he's-
time.
He said a
but
lot more
It
than
took like
that.
10 minutes. Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you're like doing the ritual, Scoot, you could join in too.
I probably would have stopped once I saw the gronking.
Okay.
I definitely was poking around other things, just
Sure.
kicking ash over, seeing
You
what's
all
under the ash.
faintly hear music in this room. Like the more time you spend in here
Ooh.
as you're standing inside, just like strings somewhere. Yeah, it's eerie.
I don't like
Fades
it.
in and out.
Time travel.
You also see there's like a lot of spider webs in here, like in all the corners. Some on the floor, little spiders, medium-sized, like mouse-sized spiders.
I appreciate
spiders.
that this is a mouse-sized.
Well, like the thorax and then like the legs,
Yeah.
yeah.
Mhm. It was like a volleyball size, listeners at home. It gets larger each time Matthias holds up his hand.
just,
These spiders are going to eat our ankles off.
Yeah, you see the challenge rating just clicking up.
This room's creeping me out.
Yeah, let's go to
Do the spiders have anything to tell us?
You said it's been 10 minutes.
Yes.
Never mind.
Well, you could have time in there if you want to.
Oh, I chitter at some spiders. Can you lead us to the throne room?
The spiders are just like,
Food?
Do
they want boozy beef jerky?
Are you asking? They're scared. They're not like
okay.
super gregarious little spiders.
Oh, they probably have never met.
Yeah, people have never been in this place
Yeah.
for hundreds of years.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
I think-
you said he took all that time and he just said we should go up.
Yeah, pretty much. I'm summarizing.
Okay. Oh, okay. That's all you learned?
I learned a lot of things that Rainier shared with us.
Okay.
Also, that there was a pragmatic queen, and she sounded pretty cool.
History of Neverwinter in a sentence. Okay, cool.
via spider.
Let's go.
The Raven says, "Best of luck, my funky dudes. By the way, do you have any foods?"
I open my ration bag and invite him to pluck something out of it.
And it lands on your
Oh.
arm and takes some.
Sure.
Yeah. And then flies away and says, "Thanks."
I'm delighted. I didn't hear any of the exchange because I can't speak with animals.
Yeah.
I just
You just
perceived
assumed, yeah.
that everything
Looked
wants
hungry.
food around me.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, so the Ravens seem to think that we should pursue the tower because that is more likely to be the place of the crown because that is where the Never family resided.
Makes sense to me.
Up we go.
Let's go. Are you hearing music?
Oh,
Is that you, Ilka?
It is not me, but it is beautiful. I like it.
It is.
Needs more tuba.
Yeah, there's not a lot of tuba in
There's
it.
none.
Could use some more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tuba, cowbell.
I mean, are we
something.
worried about the fact that there seems to be just music?
Maybe we should just stay on alert.
No, it was. I mean, if this place is haunted, it's probably like the early court musicians, and this is like hundreds of years before any kind of like reciprocating tuba abilities would have been built.
Mm.
So I don't think we would actually run into tubas. I'm so sorry, Scott.
Do we just assume ghost musicians are going to be cool? They're going to be
Yeah,
chill?
absolutely.
All right, cool.
They don't do politics. They're just
Yeah.
they play the gig. That's
Nice.
it.
Yeah,
Okay.
just
The
All
king
right.
changes over. The court musicians keep playing.
Okay. All right. I dig it. Let's go.
So you proceed up the stairs. Doors are unlocked here. The ash kind of thickens. In some points, it's actually kind of like difficult terrain. Like you're pretty sure you're kicking up some bones along with the ash.
so we're talking like 6 inches, a foot,
Like a few
Like-
inches to 6 inches. Yeah, right.
To make
like
it diff-
snowy almost.
Okay, yeah, that's what I was wondering. And is
Yeah.
it what makes it difficult? Is it slippery? Or is it just that it's unknown what's underneath?
Both.
Okay.
Both. Yep. And like sometimes the tiles on the ground are kind of cracked, so it's just a little bit uneven as you're walking.
I attempt to mold earth. Would it work on the ash?
Mold ash.
Ooh, tough question. A little, sometimes. Depends on
Okay.
what the ash is made out of.
Fair.
Yeah.
I try to make it a little easier on us.
Yeah.
But soil is broken down organic matter.
Yep. That's true. That's true.
Oh, we're getting
We'll,
deep.
we'll
Yeah.
say yes then. You know what? That's spent long enough. Yeah, it is Earth at this point. Yep.
I like it. I dig it. Okay.
Yeah.
I am in attempting to remove the difficult terrain.
Easy
As we
enough.
move
Yeah,
forward.
like you're sweeping it off.
Yeah.
There it does expose bones, mostly human or humanoid,
Ooh.
every so often. Also, as you proceed upwards, a couple more stories down hallways and upstairs, the spider web action gets even thicker. There are webs on the floors, like dense spider web. Sometimes, you have to like make a conscious effort to not step in it and get kind of stuck every so often.
So these are fresh.
Yeah, they're like lived in. Yes.
Did the ash collect on those? Are they
Yeah,
still, okay.
right. So that's how you can see it even better, is because it's like
So they're-
silky spider web, but the ash kind of sticks to it as you're kicking it up and moving it around.
So
it
they
makes
look
them
even thicker.
really visible. Right.
Man, what
Yeah.
are they eating up here? What is keeping these spiders alive?
Each
Right.
other.
Bugs?
Souls.
Oh no.
Souls.
Soul-sucking spider.
Soul-eating spider.
These are
Little ones.
terrifying.
Eventually, like the hallways that you're traveling along get smaller and smaller as you make your way towards like the narrower tip of the spire of the castle Never. And eventually you reach a point where you're pretty sure you're near the top. A couple windows you've seen like a little peek through. You can see like the whole city of Neverwinter below you. It's daytime, so it's beautiful. There's like seagulls below you and clouds near eye height.
Wow.
Some floating islands every so often. There's a lot of magic in Neverwinter. And there's one stone door at the end of this staircase that as you approach it, you can see like dozens of little spiders kind of just like scurry under it as you approach it and then disappear away from you like a little wave.
Spider waves of justice.
What do you do?
Is there a handle to the door?
Yeah.
Great. If I'm going to go up to the door, not touch the handle yet, and listen. Do I hear anything on the other side?
Roll perception. The knocker is a knocker on the door. It's like a big scale pan that you just like pull back and clong.
9.
9. You don't hear anything. Nope. It's silent as the grave. Deadly silent, you might say.
I open the door.
And more ash and dust is kicked away. Again, this wave of spiders retreats to the other side of the room, and in between the spiders and you is a beholder, but it's dead.
Oh.
It's laying on one side with its tongue lolled out of its mouth.
And now we know what they've been eating.
It's very chewed up. Yeah, like all the eyes are missing. And it's laying on like a bunch of crushed boxes. You can see like glints of something shiny underneath it, like under its tongue and under its head.
I feel kind of good about this.
And again, there's like spider webs all over it. Like clearly the little spiders love this guy. But yeah, that's what you see ahead of you. Another set of doors on the other side of the hallway. It's this kind of antechamber to the throne room, it seems.
I really want to stay away from that beholder.
Yeah.
How long dead does it look?
At least 20 years.
Okay.
Yeah. Well dead, but preserved due to the lack of like airflow in this room.
Does the
Oh.
beholder have bones?
No. It has teeth.
It's a
But
system
yeah.
of fluid-filled bladders.
They're formed in dreams. It's not clear.
Great.
Yeah.
Okay,
Neat.
I'm not deeply bothered, so Ilka's gonna go over and look at the shiny stuff.
Great. Roll investigation.
Well,
Zay offers guidance. Hey, look over here.
roll it again.
It's a
What
D4.
is
guidance?
Add,
D4?
add a D4.
You add a D4.
Playing Baldur's Gate 3 really drives that home.
13.
13. Okay, so you can clearly see that there are definitely like some tools and like equipment and gold coins scattered under this thing, like a little tiny dragon hoard kind of, and a lot of it's just intact or has some ash on it.
But nothing looking like a crown.
Not at first glance.
Hmm.
There's like a cool staff with like a vine twisted around it,
Ooh.
and there's this like little inkwell that has like shadows pouring out of it, and there's like some like a pan flute that's like looks really kind of ghosty.
Oh,
And a bunch of just gold coins that look old. They're like half under the thing's tongues. You'd have to like lift it up to like get them out.
I'm surprised you haven't grabbed that pan.
I grabbed
flute.
the pan
There it
flute.
is.
Yeah, okay. So you lift up the tongue. It like disintegrates a little in your hand. It's gross. But the pan flute seems to be made of this like decaying wood. It's like weirdly flaky. And it's got like strands of this like ghostly hair tying it together.
Look, I'm weirdly flaky too. I don't judge.
Yeah, you feel like it's definitely magical in some way. Like the wind blows through it in like a whale kind of.
I'm so happy. Great.
Zay goes to the staff with the vines.
And look at
Cart.
it, or what do you do?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna examine it at first.
Sure. So yeah, it's got this like very alive looking vine twisted around its haft. But it's like maybe like a 5-foot stick with a little bit of a Gandalf-y kind of like splayed open knob at the end. Similar to the artwork that's over there.
And it's clearly just alive looking. It's not actual vines.
The vine is green and yeah, it's thriving somehow.
Verdant.
Yep.
Okay. I'm gonna resist the urge to try talking to it.
That's right. Yeah.
I lift up the staff and look up at the top of it to see if anything happens with the vines.
It feels powerful to you. You feel like it's a conduit for energy of some kind. Yeah, clearly.
Okay.
But nothing happens when you pick it up
Okay.
of its own.
Guys, there's treasure.
Goes to the other side of the beholder and starts to look there. Anything?
This is about it. So
That's
there's
about
that
it. Okay.
inkwell and there's a quill next to it with a
Okay.
long feather.
All right.
Looks like maybe like a vulture's feather or some kind of eagle.
I don't even know if I can read and write. So probably not me.
And then there's gold too. There's a variety of bits. Yeah.
What is the shape of this room? So there's a door on the opposite
It's
side.
sort of like an oval-shaped hallway.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think so. When after maybe 20 or 30 seconds after the door opened, Lark stopped screaming.
I guess, yeah, we haven't really checked in with you on this, have we?
Oh, I mean,
It's been a few years since you disintegrated.
Everyone's like, treasure. Lark's like at the
Thanks.
doorway still.
Yeah. At the hand.
I don't think he would come away from the wall. So he's like
Uh-huh.
trying to get to the other door and not like leaving the wall.
Hey,
at
Lark,
all.
do you want this inkwell and quill?
He does not respond.
Lark? Lark?
He continues to move to the other door.
I think he wants this. I'm going to grab it for him.
That's really thoughtful.
I'm
Looking
gonna,
out for your friend.
Yeah, so the shadow, So I go for the shadowy inkwell and the big vulture quill.
I go over to Lark and I play him a happy little tune to distract him with my new ghostly pan flute.
Yeah, nothing. Just like glassy-eyed, nothing.
Hey,
With
Lark.
the pan flute?
Oh, yeah.
hold his hand.
Okay, great.
Yeah. What happens when I blow the pan flute?
Oh, good Lord.
It sounds nice. It sounds almost like a human voice.
Ooh.
Just like, oh.
Does it make Lark feel better?
Roll performance?
Probably,
Oh,
yeah.
my.
I see 2 digits
Yeah,
there.
24.
It is moving, Lark, in the
Okay.
sense that like there's something very like death aligned about this music, and it makes mortality seem like more like a friend than like an other when you hear it.
Okay. Lark breathes a little easier, but he's still not leaving the wall.
So I've made it over to you. I say, hey, Lark, do you remember when you wanted to make a Rowan Crooks comic of your own?
I'll meet you all through that other door, Scoot.
I'm going to throw it at you. You better catch it. You're not going to catch it.
I'm going to put up dancing lights in the warmest, sunniest color I can, leading Lark through that door.
To the next door?
Yeah, to just distract him from everything going on around him.
Okay. Yeah, you got a focal point, Lark. You guys have the loot. Anybody taking the gold?
We're promised to be gazillionaires
Yeah, it's
when
true.
we get out of this.
This is like nothing compared to that. Yeah.
I think that we've disrupted the spider's dinner buffet enough.
Okay.
Are beholder teeth good for anything?
Probably.
Gross.
Probably pretty unique to have.
And I bet you the spiders won't eat it. So you're not actually taking away from the spiders.
Okay, are there any teeth that look like loose?
Yeah,
I'm
like
not gonna-
many of them. Yeah, like all of them.
We've
Oh.
been kicking through just piles of
Yeah,
beholder teeth.
I pocket a beholder tooth.
Just one?
Just one.
Great. Yeah, it's about 8 inches long, needle-like.
Amazing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
think like an anglerfish.
No, thank you. I will not do that.
And
We've
Lark,
seen
you've reached the
enough of
far
those.
door while everyone else is dusting off.
I'm
Yeah.
with him.
Yeah, without taking my eyes off the dead beholder, I like reach for the handle and try to turn it and open it. I'm not even looking. I'm not even thinking about door traps or anything.
Sure, and the door swings open smoothly. It's actually well oiled.
Mm?
Is anybody looking through the door? Because Lark, you said you have your back to it.
I have my back to it.
I am
am.
with Lark,
Okay.
playing music at him to make
Okay,
him feel
so
better.
Zay and Ilka, you would see in the room ahead of you, it's clearly the throne room of Castle Never. It's got these like galleries along the sides for guests to sit, and there's a huge stone throne right at the center, up a couple stairs. It's shrouded in cobwebs like crazy, and right at the center of the room is a figure with their back to you, a human-sized figure wearing a black cloak and a huge red hat, who kind of turns when the door opens. And then, like, melts into the shadows on the ground and disappears, hat and all. Just kicks up some dust.
Do we recognize the hat?
Is
It
it?
looks a lot like Lark's hat,
Yeah.
but not quite as nice.
Oh, is this the person who possibly? I think we might have just seen the person who killed Slinky.
Slim.
Shimmer.
Slim Shady.
Slim Shimmy.
Shim. His name was
Shim.
Shim.
Shim Shady.
Oh my gosh.
Slim Shady.
Slim Shimmy.
Heroes of the
Respect for-
Sword Coast. Shim.
We're not all using a laptop
Slip
with
and
the
shimmy.
entire campaign on it right now.
Slippery.
True.
See, there was a Slinky bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, he's dead, and that's what you guys see in there. Also, there's a stone throne. There's this huge silver scale above the throne, like on a dais behind it.
Oh, interesting.
That's
Um,
justice.
And then the whole room is
Nice.
shrouded in spider webs. There's a little bit of light peeking in from some cracks in the walls. And there's a huge spider just hanging over the room, like legs along the sides of the galleries, eyes the size of beach balls, dozens of them.
Oh boy.
It
So
seems
we
to
should-
be sleeping
We
or
should shut the
resting in
door.
some way.
Yeah, I mean the door is well oiled, so we can just close it back up.
Glancing around the room, do I see a crowd?
Roll perception.
If it's there, I'll.
Oh man.
21.
You don't see a crown. What you do see is that somehow, first of all, this figure hasn't left any footprints in the ashes going into the room, and there's like spiderweb all over the floor, so it'd be very hard to like not get caught in that. But also, there is a sort of an inscription like written around this silver scales in the back of the room, and the scales are off kilter. There's one side lower than the other on the two pans of the scales. And the throne is like very clean. There's like no spider webs on it for some reason.
Zay turns
That's
to
what you see.
Scoot and puts her finger up to her lips like, shh.
What does the inscription read?
You'd have to go closer to see it unless you have some way of zooming in.
Is it a literal scale?
It's a literal scale. Yeah.
Can we see what's weighing down the heavy side?
There's nothing on the heavy side.
Oh, it's just
off kilter.
something invisible up there.
Or something missing.
No, it doesn't seem right.
Oh, okay.
I'm here to shut down options. All right.
What do you do? Lark,
Okay.
do you turn around and see this?
Yeah.
Okay.
At this point, I think I've even stepped into the room and then turned around. So I've crossed the threshold of the door.
Okay.
Yep.
The spider is clearly like resting, like breathing in and out up above you. And there are many smaller spiders all around the room. Egg sacs. Like this is home base.
And the other
For the spiders.
the other spiders are awake and moving.
Many of
around.
them are, yeah.
Do we want to know what that says without disturbing the room?
What the inscription says?
Yeah, should
Does-
I turn into a spider and scuttle closer?
You'd blend right in.
Yes.
That's a good idea.
Oh yeah, because all spiders look alike.
Yeah. Oh, wait.
She'll look
I mean, it
closer than
could
a
because I can
halfling.
turn into anything that I've seen. So
There you go.
I'm going to shift into spider.
What size?
And,
Do like a mouse size.
tiny.
Lark's arm widths.
A tiny, maybe like the size of a quarter.
A quarter.
No, that would take too long to get across the room.
Right? They're fast. Yeah. The spiders go fast.
Okay, yeah, I'll be the size of a quarter.
Okay. And you book it?
I book it.
Okay. Are you avoiding the spider webs or using them?
Yes. I'm using them.
Okay, then as soon as you
The
step
ladder.
onto a web, it's like you're plucking the string of a guitar,
Mm.
and dozens of beach ball sized eyes flicker open and just stare at you as you go. No reaction beyond that, though. Like the big mama spider is just watching.
Was the door open?
Yeah, I'm standing in the room.
Yeah, we're all standing in the room, but
Just
the door
check
is
it.
still open.
Just check
Yeah.
it.
So every move I make is like dun, 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 dun.
To the spiders, yeah. And as a
Oh,
spider, you might get a
I
sense
know
of
I
that.
can. Okay.
Oh, can we hear it? That guitar plucking?
No. It's a very spider thing.
Yeah, of course.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I should have known. I would have known. I might have known as a spider. I don't know. Anyway, it's too late now. I try to inch closer until with my super spider eyes. That's not a thing.
You have many of them.
Many faceted.
Yeah.
I now know the exact location of all the other creatures. I'm probably very intimidated because I know how many creatures are in this room now.
Many other spiders are like very curious. Like the little ones are curious about you and kind of like following you as you go.
New
and
friend.
just like checking you out. Yeah.
That's exciting. I feel like a leader.
Are
Yeah,
there-
you guys see this like wave of spiders peel off after Zay as she goes along the webs.
I can't tell if it's
Through the
going well
walls
or
and floor.
poorly.
Are any of these spiders looking like jerk spiders? Like
I don't even
Roll
know
insight, Scoot.
I'm
haven't
gonna
got
try
to
get
roll yet.
Close enough to read.
9.
They could be jerk spiders.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean,
All right.
they're not doing anything jerky yet, but man, jury's out.
and I growl a little bit.
Yeah.
Could be jerk spiders.
So you go up to the throne
Close enough, however close I need to get in order to be able to read.
to the inscription. Okay,
scales.
so the
Mhm.
inscription kind of curls around the scales along the base of them, and it says, "What must a ruler balance?" in like Old Common, and then there's like a scratched off part on the side that's up. On the other side, it says "power," where it's down.
So there's been too much power. Okay,
What must be balanced against power?
let's. I start. I turn around and I see the wave of spiders behind me.
Oh, and they stop.
It's like the most terrifying game
I'm
of red light,
gonna-
green light.
Yeah.
Lift up my front two legs and leave the other 6 behind. I'm just gonna like wave at them.
Oh, the spiders.
Yeah.
And you hear a chittering. You all hear like a chittering from the room, just all around, like it's encompassing.
By the way, you're welcome for the nightmares, friends.
Yeah.
I don't think it's going very well.
No, she's doing the little like friend dance.
Yeah. a little
You
dance
can see
spider.
me?
Pedipalps.
Is she?
I think
in-
she's waving for us. She's like waving in distress.
Zay, you hear like a humming from the mama spider up above, just kind of like a pleasant sort of.
Oh, she's trying to. Do I feel soothed?
You do, weirdly. Yeah.
I'm going to make my way back towards my friends.
Can I hear the humming?
Roll perception. I'm
No.
afraid not. No. You're not attuned to the song of the spider yet. So you make your way back, and then what?
I transform back into. I step through the doorway to just to the other side, and then transform back into a halfling.
Like where they can't see you, or like?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, were we all visible to the spiders?
Oh
through the
yeah,
door?
yeah.
We were in the open doorway, still commenting on
Oh,
it.
so they're all watching you come back to us. Watching Zay.
They seem a little mystified by the halfling that just showed up. The ones there's kind of an understanding that clearly like gets filtered out through the spiders that you were a spider once and now you're a halfling.
Okay.
I'm no spider expert, but those spiders look mystified.
They're glancing at each other, and there's some like, yeah.
I just asked to say, are you in charge of them now? Did you?
Oh no, Mama's in charge.
Okay.
Are the eyes still open on the big giant
yeah.
spider? Okay.
Does she see us?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh.
Staring at the four of you now.
I wave.
No response. She stares.
The scales say, "What must a ruler balance?" And the off kilter scale says, "Power." So there's been too much power. What do they need?
Justice.
Love. Love, justice, freedom.
I don't know if we're spiders.
I mean, why
Power
are
and
you?
spiders.
Why are you? So
Spiders, power.
I mean,
Do we need to balance the scales? Will that help us find a
what
crown?
What do you? If let's say that it's love, how do you put love in the other scale or justice?
I mean, if it's all metaphorical, I mean, the power is not. Oh yeah. So how would we even metaphorically increase the love? It's inappropriate.
It's tough to know from across the room.
Yeah.
This is getting into some heavy stuff here.
Oh, so we should go and inspect that scale.
I think we have to move across the room. It's just there's a big spider.
Well, maybe
Well, and a
she'll
lot of
like
little
us.
Spiders. We don't want to hurt them.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe she'll like us now that she knows that one of her party is half part something spider.
Possibly.
I'm convinced. Let's go.
So how do you do this? How do you go across the room? You just like march on in, or are you like doing anything with the spiders? Like what's your MO?
Yeah, we'd have to. I'm gonna try to use. So this room is full of ash end webs. Is that
Yes.
okay? I'm gonna try to use my mold earth to push the ash out of the way.
Okay. Roll sleight of hand. Just to see, like you're trying to be careful about it, or are you just?
I am
kinda,
trying to be
okay.
careful about it. Yeah, I don't want to hurt any of the.
And
Little
there are a lot of spider
spiders.
babies here, so
21.
Very nice.
Dang.
And the mama spider relaxes as you guys make your way across the room. Like
That's, yeah,
carefully,
the goal.
like you're like cleaning it up. Is that kind of what's
Mhm.
happening? Yeah.
Just like a little path.
I think I would acknowledge her, like walk in and bow. Seems
Oh.
that like I feel
Yeah.
like some kind of respect needs to be
Yeah,
paid. I don't know. Do we have anything she'd take as a gift? Say, does Mama Spider like anything?
I mean, she was humming a soothing tune, so she might like some music.
Oh, the pan flute, the ghostly pan flute.
What did this?
Matthias laughed. Maybe not that.
But Ilka wouldn't know that Matthias laughed.
That's true.
Ilka would think this is a great idea and would whip out that pan flute and play a spidery song.
Roll that performance.
Also, Lark, I've got these two artifacts for you.
Mm.
Oh boy.
4.
Oh boy.
The spiders make a Constitution saving throw.
What?
Ooh.
Oh no.
The mama spider immediately tenses and like drops down over like her like the legs that were like up high keeping her up, like her torso, her thorax sinks down to like eye level, like almost resting on the scales, like just above them, and she just kind of like her mandibles like extend and start like dripping some kind of acid.
Oh.
And she's just kind of growling, and she like the babies all like get behind her
I-
as this like almost like wailing sound comes out of the pan flute. It's like not what you intended.
Oh.
I put it away instantly, and I make the best apologetic gesture I can come up with.
What's that?
I gesticulate pan flute bad.
Naughty pan flute.
We came here to take this away.
Okay. That's where you're all at. What about the rest of you?
I've tensed up hard, but I'm also trying to do the same thing. I'm trying to lower the head, lower the eyes, kind of open hands, and a half step backward.
Ilka, what are you doing?
I'm trying to make friends. I pull out my bag of rations and I gingerly step forward and pour it into a little pile on the floor, and then step back.
Is
The
that what
alcohol
spiders
ones?
even eat?
Yes.
What are you doing?
Making an offering.
Do we have any water?
She looks at it and then like the dozens of eyes snap down and then snap back and look at the other three of you, like expectantly.
What else we got?
All right. Well, what do I have?
Does it look like she like the rations?
I think
The
she's.
spider starts clicking at all of you, like the mama one, and like very
So
violent.
do I? Historically, do I think have I ever spoken with a spider before? Do I
Just
think
a baby
I could?
one, like earlier.
But oh, that's right. It said food.
Mhm.
Okay, I'm gonna cast speak with animals again.
Okay.
I start.
Whoosh.
I'm gonna chitter. Great mother, we intend no harm.
And the voice is like, "You speak to Quarlith, the Star Weaver. Why do you intrude and blast our whatever spider's here with? Blast us with such horrid sounds.
We seek a crown. But not to harm.
You will find no crown here.
Why not?
What?
This is where we were told it would be.
This is our home.
And you've never seen a crown?
Not up here. Do you provide any offerings? Or do you provide only disturbance and danger
I gestured to
to my kin?
Ilka's pile.
I will not accept that one's offering. It smells of poison.
What do you eat other than beholders?
Everything.
Uh-oh.
Whatever you have.
Oh no.
Memories.
Oh. Oh, what?
What?
What kind of weaver are you?
Stories. The Star Weaver. And she
Star
gestures
Weaver.
up with one leg at the webs up above. And you can see that they're not just spider webs. There's like constellations woven into them on the ceiling. Some kind of a star map of some kind.
Zay
Magical
gasps in
power.
awe.
Are you passing any of this off to us?
She wants an offering, but it seems like it can be anything we deem of value.
I take the inkwell and the quill, and I set that down by the food.
This is nice, but it was just outside the room. like seriously?
I may have misinterpreted spider. Let me try again.
But it's closer now. It's
Do you want a story of space?
Wait, how much have you told us?
Yes.
She wants an offering, but you haven't said.
Yeah.
What's her name?
You understand
She-
common?
Yes.
Okay, we can. Y'all, we should tell her a story.
I don't speak spider.
She can understand common.
Oh,
Turns out.
great. That's fantastic.
She's Corlith, the Star Weaver.
And she wants a gift? Oh, I have a good idea. I've got my constellation watch
oh
from I don't know which episode, but I think it was the bag dimension one.
The Bagman.
Sounds
yeah.
right, yeah.
The junk bag. Yep.
That's a precious gift. Look at this precious gift.
Here you go.
Corlith.
I've never seen such
Corlith,
beauty.
I lay it down and I do like a Vanna White sort of thing, like
Da-da-da-da.
like gesture it over my arm.
And like a wave of little spiders picks it up and carries it back to somewhere obscured. She says, "Very well."
And now we'll never know what it does.
Yeah,
Did we-
I never used it once.
Huh?
I looked at it once and it was like Ursa Major a
How
clock.
may I
It
aid
was
you
a-
in your quest for a crown?
Oh,
She wants to know how she can aid us.
I think she's speaking in common now, right?
No, she's definitely
Oh,
clicking. still.
sorry. She wants.
She wants to know how we can. She accepts our offering.
Oh,
Well
good.
done, Lark.
Yay.
She wants to know how she can help us.
Zay, can you ask her if the scales were ever balanced?
Do you, in your time, have the scales ever been behind you, ever below you, ever been balanced?
They were. They went out of balance some 30-odd years ago.
Ah.
Here's what I know. They control a mechanism to a hidden chamber within the throne.
Oh.
Zay shares
They
that with
control
us.
a mechanism within the throne.
Great.
And they've been out of whack for 30 years.
Does she know what the
The other.
there's a word for this. What does the opposite side need?
The
counterweight.
Counterweight. Beautiful.
Yeah, what the inscription used to read.
I
for
do
the
not
counterweight.
read common. I do not know.
What was on? Oh, you're not talking to me.
She doesn't know.
What was on there?
She doesn't know.
She doesn't know. I mean, not the word, but like, was there something literally on it?
Oh, has there ever been anything literally on the scales?
My belief is that it reflects the actions of those in this room.
Oh, she thinks it reflects the actions of the people in the room.
Oh, man.
So
Does it mean we're power hungry?
Yes.
no,
Or
Are we
did it shift at all? Did we notice it shift at all while we were in it?
Like us personally?
Yeah, maybe it wiggled a little when you guys maybe it wiggled a little when you guys gave them gifts.
Oh, maybe it's
Okay.
like kindness.
And we were kind to the
Kindness and
spiders.
power.
Friendship.
Were the spiders wronged?
Oh, I don't know. But if
In
it's
some
like
way?
they're more interested in power, that
No,
seems
like
wrong.
Whoever was in
She
the
says,
room last.
"For as long as I have been here, it has been tilted like such.
Say translates.
It's
Great.
been 30 years.
I could just
this.
smash the throne for you too, if you want to get in."
Oh, yeah?
Scoot likes that.
She says she'll just break the throne for us.
Okay,
so
that
do we
works.
want to finesse it or do we want to scoot it?
It's hurtful and accurate all at the same time.
Will anything bad come out of the throne if we smash it?
I know. Oh, do you relay?
Yeah, well, she speaks common, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I know not.
She doesn't know.
Great Corlith, would you permit me to step forward and look at the throne? I won't
Yes.
play the bad flute.
Careful with the webs.
I gingerly, delicately make my way to the throne, and I poke it.
Okay, it's solid stone. Some kind of like the same stone as the cliffs over in Neverwinter.
I push on it.
Oh, it's just on the throne.
Yeah.
Nothing happens.
Just in case the counterweight is kindness, Lark wants to try to like give little tiny scritches to the baby spiders. He's like scritching them all behind the carapace or whatever.
Like genuinely.
Yeah,
in
like-
kindness.
yeah,
the
in
spirit of
in real
Okay,
kindness.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. It seems to maybe like the it just like jiggles a little, just
Okay.
a little bit.
Just a little bit.
How do we deliver kindness to you and your thousands of family, Corlith?
She says, "I know not."
Do you have enemies? We're good with enemies.
They are far from here.
Oh.
We are in hiding.
I think
Hey, Zay,
I think we got to smash it.
Zay, does she knows what happened 30 years ago?
Do you know what happened 30 years ago that shifted the scales?
Yeah, I believe it was around the time that the new rulers took over in Neverwinter.
That's what I was thinking.
Isn't that when Lord Daggle?
And they were. Have you ever seen one of the Never Embers?
No, not here.
So, but you think the scales are tipped by what happens in the room?
She says, "Look, I don't really think about it too much, to be honest."
Okay. Yeah, she doesn't know.
Yeah, if we could smash the throne, that might speed things up a
Yeah,
little bit.
Smashing it, yeah. I was like, we could be here for 4
the
hours
scales
trying to
are-
finesse this.
Like Lark is there in the corner with like a little coterie of spiders, just like making friends with them, and it's starting to tilt a little. But then the spider just drops down on the ground next to you all, and Corlith with a couple of her meaty spider legs just smashes the throne aside, and it slams into the opposite wall. And below the throne, like under where the butt would sit, there's a little compartment with a key and a map
Cool.
revealed.
Zay approaches
Okay. Do you take it?
and takes it.
Okay. It's a map that shows a path through the castle and some secret doors down to the crypts below the castle.
You guys, I got a
as well as a
map.
key.
Oh, nice.
As you touch it, there's a sudden sound, and you hear like movement and loud orchestral playing from somewhere down below. The spiders seem nonplussed. They're-
What does that mean?
Who knows?
They are upset. Unless you're in America, and then they're fine.
Neverwinter is kind of like I don't know, not the New York City, but like the
Chicago?
Philadelphia
LA?
of the Sword Coast.
All
Yeah.
right.
Nice.
I appreciated that was it Tressa earlier?
Yes.
Tressa's accent wandered from Chicago to Fargo.
It was fantastic.
I was so happy.
Yeah. She did.
I think the castle just sighed. Did you guys hear that?
I
Yeah.
did it. That was weird.
The castle's happy.
Yeah, I think you're right.
I hear happy music.
I think we woke.
It really
something up.
wanted us to find this map.
Yep.
Say, Matthias, if someone were a scholar of music, how old would the music sound?
Yeah. It would sound very, very, very classical, like neo-Neverwintian.
Yeah. A couple hundred centuries,
1200
perhaps,
or
before us.
200 DR or so.
Beautiful. Okay, but certainly not modern.
Yeah. No.
Is there a harpsichord? Because I can hear a harpsichord.
No, there's no harpsicord.
That's so weird because I
No.
hear one.
That's just you, Scoot.
That's tinnitus.
Still-
Yeah. That's what happens when you rage too much.
Also very true.
He's not
All right.
wrong.
Well, let's head down.
Yeah, where does the map say we should go, Zay?
This way, and I point.
through the hallway, down several flights of stairs, and then like through the museum area.
I wave to Starweaver.
Yeah, I wave at the spiders.
Thank you very much for your help.
And
we'll
they all wave back.
send some bugs your way.
Enjoy
like,
the watch.
Especially like the spiders that were hanging out with Lark. Like, they're clearly adapting to your customs, and they give a little wave. And
Oh,
I give a little
skitter around.
fist bump to a tiny little spider.
gives you one back.
Oh, adorable.
I'm gonna
Bye.
So cute.
I'm gonna
Bye, friends.
scritch them when we get back.
Spiders
Yeah.
are cute, everybody. You're all greeted as you file out of this throne room, former throne room, by a floating beholder ghost. There's a creature with a missing central eye. It's got a big toothy maw. All the teeth are back. Eye stalks, but no eyes. They're all like hollowed out pits. So it's like a corpsey, ghosty beholder. And it's floating in this oval-shaped hallway above the corpse of the dead beholder.
This is different than where we left it.
And it says to you all, it says, "Who dares disturb Talgath the Undying?" Don't answer that. Don't answer that. I'm psychic. I know who you are. I'm awake and you're trespassing. So let's face it. We're all a little cranky. Why are you here?
I came here to bring you this inkwell and long quill.
That's right, you are.
There you
Lay
go.
them down.
And
I look
put
down
them
at his
right back.
decaying corpse and back up at him, and I say, "Your name doesn't seem very appropriate."
Oh,
Ilka goes pale.
He says, "Offer me something in exchange for safe passage. Your friend Scoot here already covered it. You guys want to know some secrets about your friends? I know she stole a dagger from you once and didn't tell you.
What?
Yeah, she just assumed it would be okay.
Say,
What?
why did you steal my dagger?
He
I have
skipped
no
breakfast.
recollection.
I skipped breakfast?
What? Scoot, why
What?
would you
No,
skip
I
breakfast?
Gave him.
What?
I gave him a dagger, and he had 2 breakfasts. This guy's a liar.
Andy's not.
I'm kind of
undying.
spitballing here. So anyway, why are you here?
The second one was brunch. It's a different meal. It counts.
Does anything about this spectral dude seem trustworthy?
I mean, as much as a beholder with no eyes seems trustworthy. It's one of the most alien things you've ever seen. You've seen a lot.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah.
That's
Look.
messed up.
Talgath, can you see us?
Yes.
How?
I'm psychic.
Oh.
This
So
one's
he
from
knows us
Baltimore.
in
Were you
spirit.
psychic before you died?
Yes.
So who snuck up on
Listen,
you?
I'm asking the questions here. Why are you here?
Can I go? Sir, can I?
You can go.
Thank you.
It gestures an eye stalk at you.
I slowly start making my way, just like trying to, hey, come on, guys.
Yep, I'm following Scoot as quickly
gonna-
as possible.
Yeah, I'm gonna stand in between Lark and the beholder the whole
It's like,
time.
why are you walking away? Are you scared?
Yes, I'm
A little
leaving
bit.
right now. Goodbye.
A little scared?
Don't you know you're psychic?
Yeah, well, you just tell him Talgath sent you as you guys walk away. He can't leave the room. It's clear. Like, he waits at the threshold as you guys leave.
Does he kind of like bump into the walls?
It's like an invisible wall. Yeah. Like,
Good.
this is his room.
Do we have maybe that provides a hint about the rest of the ghosts we're likely to encounter?
Oh, that they might be trapped room by room.
Hopefully.
And they have bad attitudes.
Seems like a
it's pretty
safe
fun.
assumption, right?
Yeah. Actually, I kind of like Telgath. Very straightforward. Just like, give me something, you can go.
I didn't like him.
I
let's
know.
go.
I understand. We can leave. I'm not saying we should be friends.
I help us follow the map down towards the crypts.
Okay, yeah. So you make your way down. It seems like the castle is alive. You see occasional spectral forms moving in through doors, in and out of walls, sometimes up high, sometimes down low. Occasionally the bones that are on the ground kind of grab at you with, like, they form hands. They clatter together and form little hands that try to reach at you.
I kick him.
You kick them out of the way and they scatter and, like, slowly start to reform.
Wait, what's forming hands?
Didn't
This is
we-
the bones on the ground.
The
Yeah, we did
bones?
this on the sandy beach.
Yeah, that was
yeah,
that
similar.
was awful.
Similar.
Yep.
Skeletons are kind of similar wherever you go.
I don't like this place. Let's get out of here.
I think it's kind of cool.
No.
As you get down to the grand ballroom area, the doors open ahead of you, and you're greeted by ghostly courtiers who bow to you as you enter. And inside, you see hundreds of ghosts, like dancing and waltzing and doing all kinds of archaic dances to the sound of a spectral orchestra that's on the side of the room, the gallery. And you're greeted in as if you belong there, silently, by these spirits.
Ilka like regresses. Like nobility's popping up. She's doing the courteous head nods.
There's like an
Straighten up
eerie
some-
green light. Yeah,
Yep, some posture.
Candelabras glowing all along the walls now.
Mhm.
Every part of this is foreign to Scoot, and Scott can only think of The Shining.
It is
Mhm.
very
Shining,
shiny.
and the
yes.
Shining is in my head
Yes.
too.
And
Is
so-
I
there
might have thought of that when I
a
read
buffet?
What?
A
Is there a
buffet.
buffet?
Yes.
Like
Oh,
a
yes.
ghost
Like a spectral
buffet?
buffet?
It's ghostly. Yeah, it's all ghosty.
I'm still gonna like wander toward it. Start like inhaling to see if I can catch any.
Okay, so like
scents.
no sense of like I don't belong here. You just kind of walk in and start eating.
I don't know. They made us feel welcome.
Yeah, the attendees at the door like follow you as you go in.
I would have the wherewithal that Zay should not eat the spectral food and would
Mm.
be steering her of like, we should not actually touch that with our fingers.
Oh, if only I had my pouches.
Do you listen to Ilka or do you go eat the food?
Oh no, I'll listen. Yeah,
Okay.
I would listen to Ilka in this one particular case.
The spirits only seem like semi-aware of your presence, aside from these attendees at the door. So, what do you do?
Scoot would be 2 steps behind Zay just because she seems like she's moving in a direction that has purpose. But he's also extremely nervous and just uneasy about the whole thing.
Okay.
And I imagine him just trying to act like the courtesies he has seen before, but just like, oh, yes, and good day to you.
A couple
sir.
ghosts invite you to
Yes.
dance with them, Scoot.
Oh no,
Like on the floor as they're
I-
moving.
I don't think I should do
Extend
that.
a hand.
Oh, my dexterity is not great.
More of them start to notice you the more of a scene you make.
Here I come.
Roll
I'm dancing.
performance, Scoot.
Performance?
Yes, please.
I assist.
Or
I
acrobatics
offer
if you want to
guidance.
try that.
Acrobatics.
Yeah. If
Oh.
that's your style, it's less of a dance and more of a movement.
Okay, and I will take the D4. That's a 1. So 12
beautiful
plus
die, though.
16.
That's pretty good. Okay, yeah, and you you blow all these ghosts' minds with your like new age dance moves. Like they've never seen anything like this. Like what are you doing? That would be impressive to a bunch of old ghosts.
You ever seen Drunken Master?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
one or two or all
Either.
Yeah.
Just like, just that sort of unpredictable.
swaying,
Yeah.
and catching yourself.
But just sort of catching myself halfway acrobatics, halfway acting drunk.
And Zay's on the side saying, "Wow, so impressive." Look at that.
That just
Wait a
makes
minute,
me-
you've seen Drunken Master 1 and 2 and not Ghostbusters.
I love those movies.
It's amazing.
Jackie Chan is my hero.
Okay,
Anyway,
awesome.
I was going to make a
Yes.
joke about where do those stairs go, but I knew he wouldn't get it.
So anyway,
Yeah. Moving on.
I think I'm just slack-jawed and grinning and nudging Lark like, did you know he could dance like that?
I had no idea.
the ghosts are inviting you guys too as you like wallflower it up on the sides. They're like, come on.
I think we should get the
Gesturing.
heck out of here.
I'm going
agree.
to use this to swirl onto the dance floor as a way to then switch partners and dance with Scoot and drag him off the dance floor.
Nice, because Scoot, you were starting to lose yourself a little bit in the moment. Like there's almost this force like pulling you into the room. Like you belong here, Jack. That kind of thing. So
Yeah, I go dancing on.
we all know how that goes with
right,
tapestries.
Yep,
and-
yep.
roll
Yeah.
roll performance as well. Okay. Oh yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
dang.
Oy. Look at that. It's
24.
a
Great,
high
great.
number.
So you guys blow away all these ghosts. You're the best dancers on the floor, clearly, the two of you, as you make your way to the far side of the room while Lark and Zay kind of just stealthily move aside
Yeah.
towards the far side.
Yep.
Well, we're drawing the
Yeah.
attention. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You two have there's like a ghostly band that follows you for the rest of your time in this castle that gives you a +1 to all your saving throws and an additional 10 feet of movement speed. They like a ghost kind of like waltzes you forward faster whenever you try to move.
A ghostly
find-
band and also a -10 to any stealth checks.
It's only when you want it. Like they're
Oh, I
with
see.
you. So,
Okay.
yeah.
Amazing.
But they fade in and out around you guys, but they're still with you.
I feel like
As-
it makes sense. Like Scoot, all his time on a boat at sea, he's got to have like
Oh, like
balance.
the
and-
jig.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definite sailor jig.
My face the whole time betrayed that I had no idea what I was doing or how this was going to end up. Just that expression the whole time.
Great.
So you make it to the door. There's like a little ghostly dog who kind of regards you all suspiciously, but it lets you by since all the other ghosts love you so much. And you make your way out of the ballroom unless you have any other things you'd like to do here. The raven is gone, for the record. Took off.
Mhm.
No, I want to get out of here.
Okay. So you keep going through the hallways, down and down and down. Towards the bottom of the ash, some of the skeletal hands start trying to launch little like gouts of fire at you. There's like some weird fire magic possessing some of them. So whoever's in front, who would that
That'd be
be? Make a dexterity saving throw just to see how you deal with that.
Okie dokie. I'm going to take the high one, and that's going to be 19.
Advantage because of danger sense? Or-
Yes, danger sense.
Nice.
Dang.
Yeah, no sweat. You see this coming ahead of time. And you're like, okay, those hands there's some kind of fire magic coming in. And you all are able to kind of step around them or kick them out of the way like you've been doing and keep moving. So you make your way down eventually towards the main floor and then further through like a trap door. And then there's a couple stones that the map identifies on an archway that cause it to open up along the side of the archway. And you make your way down a very, very dusty staircase. There's no more ash down here as you make your way down below ground level. Instead, the smell of ash and stone is replaced by a much more wet, damp, like really, really no air has moved here in a long, long time. It's very dank.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah,
Nice.
dank.
Nice.
Thank. I get it. We're doing the rhyming thing still. Is there any signs of construction?
No, not in this area. This is like an untouched, undisturbed portion. You can tell that you're in a crypt. Like there are small side chambers for different members of old royal families or old courts that have been interred here, and they're not moving at this point.
Wait, at this point? Hold on a second.
Well, just based on your last like hour of experience going back
Okay,
down the
I see
castle,
what
there's been
you're
a
saying.
lot of undeath moving around, so
Okay.
it's important.
Okay.
Are there like all I can think of is labels. Are there little signs that tell us like when they were interred?
Yes, yeah,
Do we seem to be getting older and older?
Yeah, yep,
Okay.
yeah.
Did
Exactly.
you already say that? Sorry.
And are
No,
we,
that's a good question.
are we still following the map?
Yes. So the map. So you follow the map down to the end of this long, flat hallway. At the far end, there are two doors. One has a golden set of scales on the front, and one has a silver
Ooh.
set of scales on the front, like emblazoned on the doors. And they're both closed.
Which way does the map say to go, Zay?
It doesn't say anything beyond that. It just leads you down to that point.
Do we have any indication as to whether one would be preferable to the other in terms of the lore that we've learned
Yeah, you
from
can
the
roll
Raven?
religion
All of us?
or history.
Hey, does anyone know anything about this?
Well,
No.
I know.
Nah.
No, me either. 13?
well,
Wow.
I have a -1 in both.
10?
10, is that the highest?
13.
13. You just remember that the scales up on top were silver.
Oh, hey.
And maybe, I guess you would also...
We just rolled for short-term memory.
Yeah.
I mean, it's helpful.
History. You know,
I did write
it's
silver
common
scales.
knowledge. You guys are the silver waves of justice. The gold scales are the symbol of Tyr, the
okay.
more good aligned god of justice, and the silver scales are the symbol of Kelimvor, who's like the god of the dead and of judgment more generally.
Wait.
Tier.
Kalimvor was the one that the Rad Queen followed.
Yeah.
Oh,
And-
you were listening. You were listening into that
No,
conversation.
remember
there
I
was-
said she's pragmatic, she's rad, and she follows
Yeah.
the longer god's name. Yeah.
Oh, I just heard you say there was a queen who was rad.
That was the short version.
I see.
Nice specific memory.
Who was into Tyr then?
Her husband, the king.
Okay. Yeah, I'm on her side.
Hallowith. Yeah.
I mean, Hallowith is who we want, so
Yeah.
we should go. We should go through the tier door.
Huh?
But the scales upstairs are silver.
Well, I'm saying
We're silver.
Hallowith is.
We are
Yeah, you're silver.
Yeah.
And
You're a
Hallowith,
silver wave, sir.
I think I,
mean,
just wrote it down backward. Hallowith is silver?
oh, I don't know about
Other
that.
way around.
Oh,
okay, that is
boy.
what I wrote. Okay,
Tyr,
silver is
The
Tyr.
god Tyr, golden scales, Hallowith.
Correct.
Okay,
The god Kalimdor? No,
Kelimvor.
That's World of Warcraft.
it is.
Yeah.
I got a 2, so
No,
technically
Eastern-
I don't
Eastern
remember
Kingdoms is
anything.
the other god. What?
That's the one.
I said I rolled a 2 on this whole thing, so I shouldn't even be involved.
No.
Yeah, I rolled a 3. I mean, I have a +4, but it still wasn't great.
You remember that you read a broadsheet about the Neverwinter Knights, who were literal KNIGHTS, who served Tyr. And they were really awesome, and they messed up a lot of bad guys and saved the day when the city was founded.
Yeah, I think we should go through the tier door.
Silver.
There are like no stories in your head about the wife of Hallowith Never,
Yeah.
whose name you don't even know.
Oh, well, then gold.
Wait. Tier's the silver door.
No, Tyr is the gold
Oh
door.
yeah, Tier's the
Yes.
gold door. Yeah, then definitely is. I'm saying I'm leaning hard
Oh,
on
no,
the
I
gold
wrote-
door.
The doors!
Oh, no, I wrote it back. I don't-
Gold
I
door.
walk forward to the silver door.
No, I walk forward to the gold door,
Okay,
and
you
I try
both
to
open the doors?
Yes, I open the gold door.
Whoosh, they both open. Nothing happens. It's okay. You look inside.
You're a jerk. You knew we were going to do this whole
They
thing.
meet
You
up again.
Through the gold scale doors, you see a beautiful, ornate coffin with 9 silver swords ringing it like a sun in a circle, like on the ground. There's an inscription and a placard near the coffin itself, like at the foot of it. And there's like, golden filament all around the room, on the walls. There are like little statues and podiums and tapestries and things. They're all in immaculate condition.
I found Lord Hallowith's crypt.
The other way, you see a single coffin made of the same stone as the throne up above, very unadorned. Again, there's an inscription at the base of it. There's a couple chandeliers hanging from the ceiling that do light up magically with kind of a silver light when you open the room. But that's about it.
I love Last Crusade. I know which one we're supposed to open.
The simple one?
The simple one.
I want to see what is on the inscription on the silver coffin.
It says, Lysandra Never of the Waves of Silver.
Oh boy.
I've stepped into Lord Hallowith's crypt.
To read what it says?
Not seeing it at all.
It says, Lord Hallowith Never, first king of Neverwinter. Swear the oath of his knights and join him in rest.
Oh my.
Oh boy.
Hey, Lark, come in the other room.
No, Lord Hallowith's over here. That you can swear
but I think you should wear the crown.
What? Wait, no, the crown's going to be here with Lord Hallowith. And you could swear the oath of his knights.
No, thanks.
You're calling
Lark, join them in rest. That's the dead words.
Oh.
Being an expert.
Lark's not convinced yet. He's looking around the crypt still.
I walk over there to get him.
Yeah, there's all these like motifs of like recite the oath, my knights. Like, it's written in other places too.
I look around. I say, Lark, this is going to be a lot of work. Let's get the other one finished first. Then we'll come back here and do this one.
What? A lot of work.
Look at all these different. You hate translating. I know you hate translating. And we have to check all these out. There's probably like one trap, and there's 9 in here.
I feel like you just have to open the crypt and get the crown out.
No, that's not what it said in the other room.
Why? What does it say in the other room?
Come here.
All right, I follow Scoot.
Okay. So what do you all do in that room?
I stand at the door.
What does it say on the? What does it say in here?
This was a trick. I just wanted to get you in here.
No,
so
it's not a trick. Lark, go read it.
All right, I go read it.
He hates translating.
It says, Lady Lysandra Never of the Waves of Silver.
The crown's not going to be here.
Lark, it's the waves of silver. It's
that's cool, but
she's the true ultimate person with the crown. Let's do it. Yeah.
What? Wait a minute.
I start to push, but my strength is a -1.
You need some help. Well, roll strength, I guess. Make a strength roll. See how you do. Yeah, you need some help.
I'm like, oh.
Lark, help her.
I'm going to help you really quick, but the crown's in the other room.
Roll strength, Lark.
Maybe.
I mean, why'd you pick the actual weakest person in the party to help with this?
I wanted to give you something to do.
Okay. They definitely need help, Ilka and Scoot.
I go and push.
I've got a 9.
Roll it.
I'm going to close this deal.
Yeah.
Yeah, Scoot.
He just stands there.
2.
From the door.
Can I use athletics?
Watching the 3 of us struggle.
If you give me athletics, it's a 25.
So how do you want to lift this lid, Scoot? Well, all your friends
With the
hang
3 of
on
us
to it.
standing on top of it.
It's a pole lid, you guys.
Oh my God.
They installed the coffin backwards. You couldn't tell? I'm sorry. I should have said something.
So it slides off easily, Scoot. And you set it down gently?
Yeah, of course.
Inside is a skeleton with their arms crossed, wearing a mithril crown, clearly.
Swear to God, I did not expect a skeleton.
There's a huge silver gemstone on the front of it, and it's kind of ringed with like red and blue gemstones. It's got this kind of wavy pattern to it.
I think that's the wrong crown. We should go open the other one.
It looks like your hat a little bit in gem form. I go back to guarding the door so we can't leave.
Nice.
All right. Do we perceive any change now that we have opened the coffin?
Not yet.
No sighing of the castle.
No sighing.
We haven't been ejected.
It's very, very, very quiet down here.
Well, it is now that we stopped making all that noise.
Her head does not look either melted off or frozen off.
That means she was
legit.
the true heir.
Lysandra Never? Somebody told us that. I forgot what they said already. Never mind.
Lysandra means loose woman.
Oh, interesting. Not sure how that helps the story here.
I don't think so either.
From the doorframe, I say, scandalous.
I address the corpse and I say, Lady Lysandra, may we remove your crown?
I think she's dead.
Yeah. No response.
Nothing?
Roll
Nothing.
insight on dead.
Yeah.
Okay.
Didn't hurt.
Then I gingerly reach down and touch the crown.
Okay, it's very cool to the touch.
Nothing happens.
No.
I remove the crown from her head.
What do you do with it?
I do not put it on my head because I am not an heir, but I'm really tempted to because it's beautiful.
Like you carefully pick it up and
Yeah.
look at it, or like.
I'm gonna pick it up and try to what am I wearing? I want to wrap it up in cloth
Okay.
so it's hidden.
As you're holding it and getting some cloth to wrap it up, like from the body of the skeleton below you, like a ghostly hand appears and grabs the crown and starts to pull it away from you, like separating itself from the skeleton as it lifts up. And this woman, this ghostly woman, rises up from the skeleton with long, wavy silver hair, and kind of regards the four of you with hollow, sunken eyes, and then just lets out an unearthly scream like nothing you've ever heard before. I need you all to make wisdom saving throws, please.
Oh, dang.
And also roll for initiative.
No! What did you do?
Wait,
Initiative first.
initiative
Initiative
first.
first.
All right, here's initiative.
Did you say Constitution?
Ilka.
Wisdom. You said wisdom.
Wisdom.
Initiative. Ilka 18.
You might not be able to see it because of my cool liquid core die.
No.
But that's a nat 20.
Oh.
So 26.
Wow.
Good Lord.
17, but I'm brave, so I have advantage against being frightened.
That's great. Scoot.
With my advantage, 15, so I'm last.
Excellent.
You
Okay.
guys complained and complained and complained, and now you're all maxing decks and rolling 20s.
Now I need you to make a wisdom saving throw
I
as
wish
this
I-
wail echoes around the room.
Can I use that nat 20 as my wisdom save? And
I'm
then
afraid not.
Okay, all right.
Can Scoot and I use that spectral band +1 saving?
Yes. Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh.
17 for Lark.
16 for Ilka.
Nice.
16 for Zay.
And at 14.
14. All
for
right.
Scoot.
Lark, Ilka, and Zay, you both feel the chill of death wash over you, but you get through it, especially with that music echoing in your ears. However, Scoot, it blasts. You're a little farther away from the rest of the group, and you're taken by surprise as this sound enters your ears and locks itself around your soul, your heart itself, and you drop to 0 hit points immediately as the Banshee's wail hits you.
Okay.
You're not dead, but you're
No.
at 0 health
I'm actually at 1 health.
because you're a half orc.
Because I'm a half orc. I have
That's right.
relentless endurance. So
Yeah.
I will
You push through it.
I will say, 83 points of damage. Sure, I can take that.
But does he say that out loud so we know that he's injured?
Scoot, you're looking a little wobbly over there.
You know what? I wrote down 83. I should be writing down 1.
Lark, you go first. What do you do here?
Uh,
This woman seems furious.
Can we give her that back?
She's hovering over the grave now, 5 feet or so.
I asked her and everything.
You did.
wait, I feel like we got off on the wrong foot here.
We need this to restore justice to the city. It's real bad up there.
Yeah, we want to reseal the I forgot what the chasm.
We
with
want to
this
balance the
crown.
scales.
Yeah,
Nah. Roll
Do we
persuasion.
get to yell out?
I've had 2 good rolls, so I'm due a terrible one. Yeah, there it comes.
Say that
There it
out
is.
loud.
It's let's see, a persuasion as a charisma. So that's a 8.
An 8. Yeah, she just gets more angry at that. She pauses for a second as you speak, Lark, and regards what you're saying. But then the
I
rage
give her a
just
thumbs up.
builds.
No,
Her
okay.
thumbs are floppy in the wind. They're
I
decomposed.
rubbed. Dang it.
It's a sore point. Then
I hold my action, other than my free action of speaking with her.
nice. Next was Ilka. with an 18.
Yeah, I saw Scoot go down. That's
No,
not
no,
great
no,
for
no.
us.
No, here's what
I
happened.
didn't.
I was leaning up against the thing, and then my soul got crushed in her fist, and I just played the whole thing cool.
Yeah, he didn't go
As-
down.
He blinked.
Yeah, you saw a quick X-ray of all my bones, and there's definitely some sizzle coming from my scalp. Yeah.
He looks a little wobbly, but he's not gone down, so
Yeah.
you might not even notice it. He's like a weeble wobble
I was
right now.
I'm good. You do your help me.
Yeah, great. I'm healing Scoot. This
Great.
was a bad time for
With
him.
what?
Healing word.
Everything you have.
Everything.
That's level 1? So that'd be a D4 plus your
can't
charisma.
Find anything. Scoot, you can edit this out.
I can.
You can cast it up leveled. I think up to level 3 at your level for more D4s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want him to get casting at second level 2d4s, and then I'm also going to cast it as my bonus action again.
Oh, so if you want to cast it as an action,
I'm casting it twice.
I don't think that's a thing you can do. You can cast it as a bonus action.
I can't cast it as my action and then cast it again as my bonus action.
I mean, you have better healing spells, right? I think you do. That you could use an action for, like
I think.
wounds.
I
or,
mean, if I get to
yeah.
him, how far away am I?
like 20 feet.
Oh.
Yeah.
Over by the fine. Yeah. I run over to Scoot and I cure his wounds.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yes, he gets 2d8s. Does he roll them or do I roll them?
You do.
You get 5.
Pretty good.
All right.
And you know what? Because I like spells, you can do a bonus action spell too.
Great. Then I'm going to healing word him.
I'm up to the curvy numbers.
Great. You get 2d4s.
Nice.
4.
Yay! I'm into double digits.
Scoot's back, baby.
You.
Is that your turn?
That's it.
Then you stay put by the coffin.
By the Scoot?
No, because I needed to get to
Oh, right.
Scoot.
You moved over to him. Okay.
Yep. I am next to Scoot.
Okay. Lysandra, then is going to just her skin like kind of falls off her face for a little bit, kind of like the is it Large Marge?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Similar thing. Horrifying visage.
Oh my.
Everybody make a wisdom saving throw one more time.
No.
This is the part of the game where I'd hit F8.
No.
Yikes.
Oh boy.
Luckily her whale does not recharge this round, so
19.
good.
16.
Good.
I crit failed and I have a -1.
Yeah,
So-
this is real bad. You are so terrified, Lark. You've never seen something this scary in your life.
Yeah.
And he just saw a beholder.
Yeah. No, like there's something like deeply unsettling about this woman to you, especially when her face comes off.
I
Yeah,
mean,
10.
that's understandable to me.
10.
10. You are frightened as well. You're both frightened, essentially.
Okay,
by
so
this.
I cannot move closer to her. I have disadvantage on all attacks.
Right.
Yep. Okay.
Right. And then she's going to reach out and try to touch Zay. Just lashing out.
Mm-mm.
Does a 22 hit you? Yes.
Well, I don't know. Let's
Okay.
check.
You take 13 necrotic damage, Zay.
Oh, okay.
As the
Like
life.
my skin's melting.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. It just decrepifies whatever she touches.
13?
Lady Lysandra never
13.
is not nice.
We're gonna go to Zay after that.
I cast Balm of the Summer Court on Scoot and heal him for 8.
Okay.
What are you at now, Scoot?
Does it matter?
Maybe not.
You can do more damage than I have no matter what.
And I'm going to cast Fairy Fire on the Banshee and turn her bright violet.
Bright violet. Are you doing it like so it doesn't hit anybody else? Like just kind of up at her?
Yes,
She makes a dexterity saving throw, or
correct.
she gets a 15.
It's tie,
Then I think she passes because she's rolling against your DC. So
and she is a queen.
she is a queen.
So-
Yeah. So she turns vaguely ethereal, and the dust just settles down below her.
Okay. That's it.
That's it. So then Scoot.
Okay. So I'm still in the doorway.
Yes.
And I'm still frightened.
Yes.
Do I roll against that at the end of my turn?
Yes. We'll say yes.
Okay. So I can't get closer
Right.
because I'm scared of her.
Right.
All right. Where is she in the room? Is she
Right over her coffin, which is right in the center.
okay?
Yeah.
There's very little I can do.
You could step outside.
I think I am going to go. I'm going to take the XCOM position and just to the other side of the door frame.
Okay.
And I'm ready in action to grab. I'm assuming a friend is going to run out here, so I would just grab them and pull them aside or something.
Scoot, what's your AC again?
Doesn't matter.
Yes.
What? It's 14 now.
Okay.
After we talked.
So 15 hits you. So
Yeah, that's how numbers go.
Scoot, you feel a knife to your neck as soon as you step outside. As this black leather clad individual like leans into your ear and whispers, "Revenge is sweet." And you recognize the voice of a Zentarim assassin you faced once upon a time named Erstal Floxen, whose face was covered in scars.
Oh, I
He's
remember
wearing this
Erstal.
bright red hat. You threw a bed at him once, I believe, or a bed
Yeah.
frame.
Oh my gosh.
I was
that
doing
so
some
long ago.
I was doing some
It was.
aggressive moving for a friend. That was not an attack.
Anyway, he slashes at your throat, and
Apparently
you
hits
are
it.
gonna take,
That was pre-pandemic.
16 piercing damage.
Yeah.
Make a Constitution saving throw.
I'd love to. Here I go. That is 15.
You just barely succeed from resisting the poison. There's a poison dagger.
All right.
But you grit it.
And you got the spectral band on your roll?
At that point, Erstal also like knife to Scoot's throat, leans around and just fires at the first person he sees in the room, which would be whoever's closest to the door.
How about the
Who wants
Banshee?
to volunteer? Not the Banshee.
Yeah, I'm probably closest because I was next to Scoot.
Ilka. He fires at you with a hand crossbow. Does a 18 hit?
It actually does.
Okay. Everybody within 10 feet of Ilka make a Constitution saving throw.
Hold up.
How close are we to Ilka?
Pretty close if you're all standing around the coffin. Well,
Okay.
no, Ilka. Sorry,
Yeah,
Ilka went
because
over
I
to
had
the
to
door.
go over to Scoot to touch him
That's right.
with my
So-
magic Healy fingers.
Well, we'll say that he shoots over you then at Lark.
What?
Did he just do I get a turn?
Backsies.
Oh, right, because you moved and then he attacked
I moved
you.
out and he attacked me from there, but then
You'll get a turn after this because this was his surprise action. So it's kind of like a surprise round.
I can't be surprised.
You can't be surprised.
I have feral instinct.
Yes.
I can act normally if surprised, but only if rage is the first thing.
Plot twist.
That's straight. That's player's handbook.
Yeah, no, that's fair. So
So as soon as I saw him, I would instantly rage.
yeah, so
And-
he will roll with disadvantage, and then you can go.
You can go.
Just can go.
Dismissed.
He gets a 16
Yeah,
for that
that-
shot
Wait, are you shooting at me?
at Lark. Yeah.
Yeah, well, that hits. So
Oh, but then I'm next to Lark because we're both at the coffin.
Yeah.
So
Right.
I also roll.
Right.
so what did you want me to roll?
A Constitution saving throw.
17.
Okay, you save Lark.
6.
6. Zay, you take 5 damage and are pushed back 15 feet. As this bolt hits Lark, you take 11 piercing damage from the bolt.
Okay.
And then it explodes around all of you, like a thunderwave spell.
So I'm pushed like 15 feet.
Like near
Away
the
from
wall.
Lark?
Yeah, and
Okay.
like pieces of the coffin break off as well. Scoot.
How's
the Banshee
how's the
dies?
Banshee impacted by that?
Yeah, she would be. Yep. Yeah, she wails and screeches and doesn't seem to like it at all.
Good.
Scoot.
Okay. So where are we picking up here?
On
Zay
your
yells
turn.
out, "It was that guy."
All right. I would like to position myself so I'm not in the doorway,
Okay.
but I still, without leaving his area, I just want to get so I'm not in the view of the Banshee
Sure.
or whatever it is anymore. I just kind of want that out of my life right now.
Sure.
So I'm full on raging, and then I am taking my axe and just going to town on this guy.
Yeah, so basically it's like he just stepped into regular initiative order at this point, and now you're
Okay.
taking your turn.
Okay, here I go.
Yep.
So a 12 plus 7, 19.
Yep.
Okay, that's attack 1, and let's just do attack 2 while we're sitting here. That's more. Okay.
Okay.
So it's 2 hits.
So he slashes you for like 11 damage, and then
Okay, so
you're 18.
well, it was 8. You said 16 before.
16.
Okay, and that's halved because I was raging then.
Yep.
We're getting there. So I made 2 hits. Here we go. That's 8 plus 6, so 17.
Okay.
Or 14. I'm sorry. Slashing plus 7 fire, so it's 21. That's attack 1,
Mhm.
and attack 2 is 8. So that's 14 again. Slashing and 6 fire.
So 41 damage total.
Nice.
And
yeah,
I,
you blast into him with your great axe.
I said, yeah, revenge.
What do you
Look at
say
this.
back?
Man, I'm just tired. It's been a day. Oh, here I go again.
He's like, "Don't you remember me?"
No,
On his
something
own.
about a bed.
Yeah. We had a great fight back at the Graalhund Villa in season 1. And then again at the Colat Towers.
Which season was
I
that?
didn't know he came back.
Yeah, I was there.
Do you want to talk?
Yes.
What? Let's work this out.
No, revenge will be mine.
Okay. All right. What was your name again? Coquette? I want to croquet.
Lark, it's your turn. Unless you have another thing you want to do with your turn. Is that it?
No, I think this is going to be it.
Okay. Then Lark.
Can you give me the sit rep here with the Banshee? What's
Yeah,
happening?
a big explosive arrow just blew up like at the
Yeah.
base of the tower. You held on to the coffin and resisted. The Banshee seemed to feel the impact of it. Fairy Fire missed her. You're still standing next to her. She's looking more angry now, but not at you as much, more at the source of the bolt.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to try to convince her one more time and explain that we need the crown in order to reseal the chasm.
Okay. Roll persuasion.
Come on.
Dude, you're good at this.
For crying out loud!
Maybe not.
Yeah, that's 6.
Yeah, at this point, she's just ignoring you. Like, there's a thunder wave just happened, and it's still echoing around this small room, and it's like she didn't even hear you, Lark. It's nothing personal. She's just distracted.
I guess I'll. So is Ilka let go of the crown? Like no one's holding the crown but her now, right?
Ilka is, yeah, right.
Ilka's still holding the crown? Like you took it
got
away?
knocked out of her hand, yeah.
So it is not, okay, it's nowhere near us? All right.
Wait, when did it get knocked out of my hand?
No, it knocked out of the Banshee's hand.
It's
Like,
in
she
my-
was grabbing onto it, and then you got blasted. Or you moved away with it, yeah, so.
I got the crown.
Yep.
All right. I'm going to yell, like, maybe we could, I don't feel like I'm doing a very good job of convincing her. And then I'm going to run over and help Scoot.
By doing what?
I'll try to attack the dude. But
Go
I
for
mean, well, okay, so I have a free action to talk, move. How far away is he?
Like 20 feet.
Okay,
25
yeah,
feet.
then I'll attack.
Yeah. The Banshee does not take an attack opportunity on you. She
Oh, that's
neglects.
nice, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
19 to hit.
Yes.
And he's engaged. I'm going to take sneak attack as well. Oh, dang.
Wow.
So 12. So that's 24.
Yeesh.
Offhand. 19. So that hits. And that is...
That really is the sound of a rogue being a rogue, just adding up numbers over and over and over.
8d6, yeah.
31 points of damage.
Overall, great.
Yes, overall. That's all attacks.
Not quite as much as Scoot, but
That's
very
what I was
good.
going to say.
Yeah.
I was going to say, pretty good, friend.
Okay, and so the guy's like, oh, from Scoot, and he's like, in the back from Lark as you come in with your dagger.
I mean, you seem
And
like
rapier.
a good guy,
And
sir.
rapier, yeah. He's like, I will not give up again.
Leave my friend alone.
Victory or death.
This guy, he just needs a friend. I can feel it.
I don't know.
He's also wearing a red hat still. Like, definitely not as nice as yours, Lark.
Your
but
hat sucks.
It's aping, yeah.
Oh, wait.
Wait,
Oh, the red hat?
This is the guy from upstairs who melted through the floor?
Yes. Yeah. Right. And at that, he's going to
guys just-
literally melt through the floor.
You guys
again.
just reminded Matthias that he could melt through the floor.
Yeah. Yeah. I actually had that ability written down right here. Anyway,
Let's see.
the guy melts through the floor and reappears next to Ilka. So just zoop zoop around the doorway.
No attack of opportunities?
No, not for this.
He slithers away through the floor. You
Yeah.
can't
Did
like
he,
bash him in the skull.
Sell his soul to the... Is this a...
We don't know.
He's going to try to shank you and take the crown.
Me?
Yep.
Ooh.
So first attack is a 19. Second attack is a 26.
Both
my.
of those
Yeah.
hit me.
Make a Constitution saving throw.
It doesn't look good.
No.
Okay.
No. 5.
13 piercing damage and then 10 poison damage, and you are poisoned for a minute, Ilka, meaning you have disadvantage on attack rolls.
Great.
So that's it. Yeah, he grabs for the crown, but he can't quite get at it.
Of course
Just
not.
point of clarification. I only had disadvantage on attack rolls against the Banshee, right? I didn't need to factor that into attacking Earthstar.
Correct.
Okay,
right.
thanks.
Yep.
Frightened,
Yep.
yeah.
So next would be Ilka.
Well, this jackwagon is up in my space.
Yep.
And shanked me.
Yep.
I don't like that at all. Can I see him and the Banshee?
Yeah, you're like right in between them,
Beautiful. I'm gonna bane them both. How far away is the Banshee?
about 20 feet.
Oh, no. I'm gonna Spirit Guardians.
Perfect.
Yep.
What does that look like?
It looks like disturbed, demonic little Hello Kitties that flutter around everywhere.
Yep.
Same time as last time. But there's this wretched recorder choir that plays.
Ugh.
Yeah, whenever they're around.
Oh, no.
So what happens then, like mechanically?
So mechanically, his speed is halved.
Yep.
If he is within my 15-foot radius.
Yep.
And whenever a creature enters the area, they must make a wisdom throw, and then bad stuff happens when they fail it.
Okay, so wisdom save first.
Yes, please.
He gets pretty good. He gets 16 plus 2, 18,
Unfortunately, he will take half damage
'Kay.
on his fail.
which is
Where's my 8s? 2. 10.
10. That's still pretty good.
Yeah.
He's
10
looking pretty
10
rough.
but 10 halved?
Yeah, so 5.
He's like, you've all gotten stronger. Ugh. What are these things? Ugh.
Hello, kitty.
He's trying to grab at the crown, and they're like stabbing him.
Yep, and then I'm going to Bardic Inspiration at Lark.
Great.
Hey, thanks.
Yeah, and it's the recorder My Heart Will Go On from Titanic.
Aw.
Next, the Banshee. Roll and not recharge her whale again. So she's going to move over to... Do the Spirit Guardians affect the Banshee too? Or no, 15 foot, you said?
15
So-
foot radius from me.
Okay, in that case, I guess she's going to just kind of hang back. Maybe she's going to actually turn... She's going to disappear from sight. She's turning like... She fades ethereally. you don't see her anymore, which is going to take us to Zay.
Okay. We can no longer see the banshee.
Right.
Okay. How tall are the ceilings?
About 15 feet with chandeliers hanging down a few feet off the top, 2 of them.
Okay. And how rough does Mr. Red Hat look?
Extremely. He's been stabbed multiple times.
Okay. I'm going to turn into a jaculi.
Ooh.
And
What
I'm
is
going
that?
to spring up 10 feet into the air.
Is a jacu like a giant rabbit?
It's like a snake.
A snake. A
They're
jaculi.
snake-like.
A jumping snake.
Oh, yeah. It's like a sort of bird snake.
What?
Yeah.
Dang.
In case the spiders weren't enough for you today, folks.
Yeah. Cool.
Jumping snakes.
And I'm going to make a bite attack against Mr. Red Hat.
Erstal?
Mm-hmm.
Erstal!
Poor Erstal.
You remembered. Oh.
So I have advantage.
'Kay.
Good thing.
Good. That was not a high number. Oh!
Hey!
Add a 0 to that, too.
20 plus.
Yeah, it hits. So what's
Okay.
your damage?
Ta-da! Okay.
It's a crit.
So it was 24. Damage.
2d6 and then a little bonus.
8.
8 damage? It's a
Yeah.
crit though, so you roll twice. Yeah.
10.
Okay. So yeah, you're like latched onto his neck. The guy is like an inch from the grave, but he's not standing down, which takes us to Scoot. Unless you have another thing you can do, say. You bonus actioned and moved and attacked, so it's probably the turn.
What was my bonus action?
Shapeshifting?
Turning into shape.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I did do that. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yes. But you're hanging kind of from the ceiling while you do that?
No, I land on him.
Scoot.
I get up to Erstal, and this can go this way. Do you want it to go this way? I got my axe back.
He just has blood rage in his eyes as well.
All right. I take my axe, my giant 2-handed axe. I twist it 90 degrees to flat edge it.
Oof.
And I smack him with it.
Oh, okay.
Bludgeon him to knock him out rather than kill him if possible.
Nice.
So,
Way to
and
not take the bait.
do I have advantage? Because very occupied.
Yes.
Okay, so attack 1 is 2 7s, so 14.
Does not hit.
Attack 2 is 16 plus 7.
Yes.
Okay, so flat edge. So I'll just do.
He gets pulled out of the way by Zay as she's biting him, and then he's like right in your sights for the second
So
swing.
12 bludgeoning, and I guess I have to do the fire damage. That's 2 crits. So
Knocks him out cold.
14 fire. All right.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was the intention to just take the wind out of him, get off the ground, unconscious for a
He
little
goes loose in your arms. At the same time, the Banshee woman appears again on the far side of the room, looking just as angry as ever, but a little bit mollified. She's regarding the 4 of you. Do you want to attack or what do you want to do? Next would be Lark initiative.
No, I'm not going to attack her again. I will try to convince her again and explain. I'll continue to try to make our case.
Do you want to add any details or anything differently than last time?
Yes. I give all kinds of backstory, and I talk about our trip there, and how we were there was a big spider upstairs, and we had to smash the throne apart.
Just a fire hose of specific
Yes,
detail.
totally.
I play
In like 12 seconds.
the
yeah.
little dead pan flute thing and see
Oh,
if that
no.
helps.
And all like the little spirit guardians as well with their little...
Yeah, and the recorders.
The dead... Actually, yes, the dead pan flute.
Yes,
Yeah.
because she's undead.
Yeah. Yeah, that like brings her right down. And she just listens. And instead of attacking or wailing, she's like... and then she just kind of breathes out, you can see. And she just listens to your tale. And then kind of like sits down on the edge of the coffin and just continues to listen. Like crosses her legs and just listens. Doesn't say a word.
We're coming up on the key change. Celine Dion is just leaning into it.
Wow. So what's your final thesis? Like, how do you want to wrap it up?
That we feel like that we need to use this crown to reseal the chasm, and we're not sure whether we should give it to Lord Neverember or his son Renair, and that's kind of where things are at.
And in Jaculi is like, I think it might be Lark somehow. I don't know.
Does anybody understand that?
Maybe no.
Maybe she does. Yeah. Okay.
I think it's
so-
important that no one understands what she said.
Well, she just stands up and clasps her hands and just looks at the 4 of you and nods. And then she kind of like she's wearing a ghostly silver crown as well. She takes it off and just holds it forward, and it kind of spins and then like aligns itself with the one that Ilka has in her cloth wrap. And you can feel it like warmer on your side. And then she smiles at the four of you, starts to fade.
Wait, before you
do anything.
Yeah, before you go, who should we give it to?
She just gives you an I don't know. Kind of looks like, she's looking at Lark very, very curiously as she fades. Yeah, she's got like a thoughtful look. She kind of rubs her chin a little and just starts to fade like into dust.
Thank you.
She smiles.
That's your great grandmother.
No,
In fact, she puts a ghostly hand on your shoulder, Lark,
Oh,
and just like fades, smiling.
what?
It's eerie. Like she walks over to Lark specifically with nothing said.
Maternal approval.
This whole time my back's been turned. I've been searching Urstil. Like, what's going on, guys? Anything
yeah,
fun?
Yeah. He's got all kinds of poisons and explosive arrows. Yeah, he's loaded.
I'm not even pocketing it. I'm just like putting
Okay.
it to the side. Just like,
Okay.
hey, check this stuff out. And restraining him if possible.
Well, guys, I think we should maybe... Do you want to say any last words? You have the crown. You have a bunch of loot.
I really don't want to
quiet.
see Lark's head melt off.
Yeah.
And freeze at the same time.
You want to try putting it on?
Twin Portals is produced and edited by Scott Hebert. The adventure is created by our Dungeon Master Matthias Valero, and the rest of the Silver Waves of Justice are played by Kendra Carlson, Beth Brophy, and Justin Peck. Thank you to everyone who came out for our 11th live recording. We've been at this for almost 5 years, and it is still such a joy to meet new friends. It was great to meet Birdie from the Discord server, to chat with so many kids who wanted to talk about their own campaigns, and to share a triple birthday cake with wonderful people on a Saturday night. And a special shout out to the staff of the Teatro Zaccone. The service was great, the air conditioner was working splendidly, and I cannot recall a more comfortable evening in that wonderful space. Our next live show will be on Saturday, December 16th, and we hope to see you all there. Scott Hebert is a fiscal year 2023 recipient of a Creative Support for Individuals grant from the Minnesota State Arts Board. This activity is made possible by the voters of Minnesota through a grant from the Minnesota State Arts Board, thanks to a legislative appropriation from the Arts and Cultural Heritage Fund. Thank you to Leland Campana for use of his song of Verdum as our theme song. Thank you to Master Technomancer John Brophy for keeping us looking and sounding great. Thank you to the entire Peck clan for helping us tear down the set in record time. Thank you to the Teatro Zaccone, Mary Fox, and Sarah Olfson for their support. And once again, thank you all so much for listening to Twin Portals.
You want to try putting it on?
No.
Okay.
I died in a live episode
Not
before already.
yet.
Well, find out what happens next time on Twin Portals. Thanks, everybody. Thanks for coming. That was super fun.